I got something planned for y'all. On my mama. Y'all want to hear this shit tonight. You feel me, Corey? You know what time it is, gang. I'm on YouTube, so... Hey, could y'all hear me, TikTok? Mia, what's good? Mia Grand Rising. I know you ready to learn, y'all. This shit about to get deep. I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to break this shit down. It's 10 chapters. You feel me? It's 10 chapters. Y'all see what's on the screen. Y'all see the lesson on the screen. It's 10 chapters. I'm gonna break this shit down like a Christmas tree. Alright? I'm gonna tell you. Why remember you later, years later, okay? But don't miss you the way you think. Y'all be like, why these niggas be coming back? I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. Alexis Grand Rise, what's up? You can hear me on YouTube? Lex, what's good? YouTube, y'all see the lesson on the screen? Is why we remember you years later, but don't miss you the way you think. TikTok, can y'all hear me though? I gotta make sure the audio's straight. Hey, TikTok, put a Christmas tree if y'all can hear me, man. Tap that screen. I gotta make sure my niggas hear me. You good at work, Lex? Lex at work, getting it. I need you to hear this shit at work. Like, you hear me? You doing a good thing. You making money and you learn at the same fucking time. Can't go wrong. You feel me? I got a masterclass for y'all tonight. Y'all asked for this shit. It's a CTU. It's gonna be posted at CTU. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, we got 10 chapters. I need y'all to lock in on this shit. I got so much stuff I'm about to say to y'all that y'all might want to hear that y'all never heard before, alright? But we gonna take it slow. We're gonna start when we get 4K likes on TikTok. YouTube, y'all hang tight. I know y'all ready. But I gotta make sure my page on TikTok straight. We be getting blocked for exposing this shit, feel me? I gotta wait for the people to come. Could these niggas hear me? What the fuck? Hey, nurse, can you hear me? I don't think y'all can hear a nigga. Can y'all hear me on TikTok? Put a Christmas tree. What the fuck? Hey, TikTok, could y'all hear me? Let me make sure my audio right, y'all. Gotta make sure they can hear me on here. Can you hear me, Rodrigo? Alright, we straight. Y'all can hear me now. Say no more. We gonna start. Got a good lesson for y'all. We gonna start this masterclass when we get 4K likes on YouTube. Just tap the screen if y'all here, if y'all staying for the lesson. Y'all chilling. Y'all want to learn. We gonna wait for everybody to come. Y'all know what time it is, man. If you're on YouTube, like the live one time, alright? Grand Rising. The prototype, what's up? Y'all ready to learn this shit? I got something dark for y'all today. It's about to get vital. I ain't gonna lie. Tap that screen though, TikTok, so everybody get that notification. I really enjoyed our talk that day. I enjoy our talk all the time. You feel me? I'm glad you're a student in the game. I'm glad I could help you. I literally just be confirming what y'all already know though. You feel me? And you don't be crazy. That's all that was, feel me? No cap. How you been feeling though? So you talk. YouTube, y'all ready for this masterclass? I know y'all ready. I know y'all fucking ready. Oh, I know y'all. I know y'all ready. If y'all ready for the... Hey, y'all, TikTok, I need y'all to tap the screen. We starting this masterclass on when we get 4K likes on TikTok. I'm trying to stay on TikTok so I won't get blocked. If not, y'all just gonna have to come to YouTube then. I got 10 chapters for y'all. I'm about to lay this shit down. Y'all want to hear this? Tap the screen. Or y'all just come to YouTube. Because YouTube ready, man. They ready right fucking now. And I'm about to just start going for real. So let's start. Tap the screen. Let's get 4K. We can start. That way I won't get blocked for... I don't want to waste my time being on this app. This TikTok shit. I get blocked every time I get y'all these classes, this exposing this. I need y'all to at least tap the screen and tell them that we doing something positive, you feel me? Or just come to YouTube, whatever y'all want to do. But they keep messing our page up, y'all. Every time I be talking, they say warnings, warnings, warnings. I'm tired of that shit. You feel me? That's why I'm going to keep telling y'all this. YouTube like that. Hey, YouTube, y'all wait, man. I'm going to break this shit down. Y'all know what time it is. You feel me, Prototype? You always, yeah. You a student of the game. You be in all the videos. You dangerous. Narcissist worst nightmare for real. Some of y'all, man, niggas ain't playing. I wouldn't mess with you. I gotta wait for my real followers to come on TikTok. I don't know who the fuck in this live right now. But I gotta wait for them to get the notifications. The ones who wanna learn, man. We patient. They gonna come in here and learn to tap the screen. I'ma also answer y'all questions too. Y'all gotta give me time, y'all. Give me a second, cause my page on TikTok been getting banned. So we gotta give people time to come. We gotta give time for the real ones to come. Some of them probably not even woke. But we gonna upload this on YouTube too, feel me? A lot of people just come in here and watch and shit. Niggas don't want to tap the screen. They don't want to do nothing. They want to just spam questions and don't want to tap the screen. Y'all know we don't like that. No cap. Those are the ones that be getting my page fucked up. Niggas just be watching. Y'all be trying to help spread the message. Y'all got to share, like, and repost. Y'all got to. I never used to ask y'all this. I'm only telling y'all so I could give y'all the information that y'all want. Or y'all could just come to YouTube. I got 10 chapters. Y'all see what's on the screen, y'all. It's a masterclass. I'm going to break this shit down psychology. It's a lot of info that I got for y'all today that y'all may not never heard before. So if you're dealing with a narcissist, this is narcissist psychology. I'm gonna tell y'all psychology from narcissists. Just we got our own fucking brain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we better than you, but we damn sure not nothing like you. You an empath. Hey y'all, tap the screen, y'all. We gonna start at 4K the lesson, the masterclass. If y'all want to start on TikTok, I'm gonna wait 5 more minutes. If not, just y'all coming to YouTube, and we just gonna start on YouTube. 4K should be quick to get. We need that quick so we can get in the green. Just get it. Go crazy. Tap the fuck out the screen so we can start. I can't start these lessons on TikTok without getting a certain amount of likes because they been blocking me every fucking day. And I been giving my heart to y'all, man. All I ask is y'all to tap the screen, man. No cap. If y'all can't do that, then at this point, I don't know what to tell. You gotta respond to your people. You must be new here. That's how I know you don't watch me. I talk to my people every day. Go watch my videos. Go watch my lives. I'm on live hours a day, answering questions. I'm on one-on-one calls every day. You feel me? You new here, but welcome. Take a seat in the class and you'll see what we do. You feel me? I literally talk to everybody I can. Y'all know the goal is to help as much people as we can. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never ignore nobody. Yeah, you're not here a lot. You new. You feel me? You're a watcher. I got people watch me every day, all day. You new. So if you new here, just sit down, relax. You feel me? Just take the lesson. And if you got further questions, you go book a one-on-one or whatever. But I'm dropping free game here. Y'all can do what y'all want with this info because it's going to help an empath. For sure, it's going to help you. I know it's going to help somebody. You feel me? You said answer a question. You get out my life. I don't want to talk to you. Y'all in here annoying me. It's too early. I'm in here about to teach my class. Y'all disturbing the class. You ain't even tapping the screen or following me. Get out the class. I'm waiting for the real students to come sit down and learn. If y'all need to go seek help and guidance, go do that. But right now, I'm teaching. And I'm not in the mood for nobody. You feel me? But my goal is to strictly help these people. I need to get this off my chest. I gotta get this lesson off my chest. Somebody need to hear this, man. It's a lot of info I got for y'all. Somebody need to hear this. It's gonna save a life. Feel me? We ain't got time for the pity pat. Somebody going through a trauma bond right now, and y'all hearing bullshit. Y'all don't understand because you ain't never been in a trauma bond. This shit get real dark, man. That's why I gotta tell y'all. We starting at 4K on TikTok. 4K likes, we gonna start. Yeah. I'm just giving simple instructions, type the screen. And you said you spamming me with asking questions. At this point, there's no point in talking. I'm only trying to focus on the ones that want to learn, y'all. That's why I really don't come on TikTok. We on YouTube and TikTok. TikTok be toxic. But it's a lot of y'all empaths and dark empaths over here. So I come over here and try to get y'all to the community, you feel me? Because y'all the ones that actually want to learn. You feel me? Some of y'all just want to hear the same shit over and over and keep going back. Even when I'm telling you don't go back a million times. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to destroy you a million times. And you got people that's in the live that tell you you're going to get broken down like a Christmas tree a million times. The people, the ones that go actually deal with these demons, y'all better listen, bro. Y'all be like, should I have kids with a narcissist? Should I marry a narcissist? And literally a woman in the comment will tell you, no, don't have a kid with a narcissist. And you try to argue with them. That's what I be talking about. You won't even listen to the woman that's dealing with the nigga right now. You trying to argue. All right, then you gonna fuck around and find out the hard way. Don't say you ain't get warned. They be trying to tell us. They be trying to tell y'all. I be trying to tell y'all. We be trying to tell y'all. Feel me? It's gonna be your fault. You trying to chase something that's not real, man. Like the shit we do to y'all, bro. It's not fair. It's not meant for you to figure out. We thrive when you confused. You feel me? That's why I get on here and tell y'all, chill. Like it's not your fault. You feel me? Yeah. We're gonna start the lesson at 4K. We almost there. Keep tapping the screen though. I need y'all tapping the screen, man. I might just get this masterclass later. I don't think this is the right audience. This might be the audience. Y'all just want me to answer questions. I'll probably just answer questions, but y'all masterclasses, I need people to focus for this shit. Y'all want me to just answer y'all questions? I'll probably answer questions for like an hour and get off this motherfucker. But I'll drop a masterclass later. For the ones that they know they gonna lock in. And y'all stop. They gonna lock in. This shit 10 chapters, like it's a lot. It's a lot. And I got a bonus chapter for y'all. You said, is that AI supposed to be me? Yes, it's me. It's a picture. Everybody use AI to make pictures. I look good, don't I? No, I'm just playing, but that is me. I always use AI for all my pictures. Y'all just noticed that? I ain't got time to make them shits. Or somebody else make them shits for me. You think I'm about to make them shits? I ain't got time for that shit. I be trying to plan my content and help y'all. That's what I be focused on, is getting the game out to y'all. The topics, the knowledge, to help y'all, the solutions for what y'all going through. That's what I put my energy into. You feel me? All this other shit, that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Stick to the subject. Listen, this is my classroom. You sit down. And you sit in the back because you're acting up. Class is about to get in session. You feel me? Some of y'all be in the classroom disrupting the teacher. You feel me? Relax. You being a bad student. Y'all got questions, man? What questions y'all want? I'm gonna answer some of y'all questions, bro. Yeah, I don't TikTok, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Y'all want me to do the masterclass or y'all want questions? What y'all want? I'm gonna let y'all chat. I'm gonna let y'all choose. You feel me? What y'all want? We could do. I go over the chapters. I do the masterclass. I read one chapter, then I answer y'all questions, and then I go back into the lesson. I need y'all energy. I need y'all to lock in though. If not, I'm gonna wait till later to drop this shit, bro. If not, I gotta wait. I might have to wait to drop this masterclass. I don't know why I'm doing it this time. I was really trying to give y'all some shit, bro. I'm doing it this late because I thought about like somebody need it. It's so much info I ain't never said before. I know this shit it's gonna go crazy. It's going to hit y'all. It's going to get in your nervous system. It's going to regulate your nervous system. I know. You feel me? See, y'all still don't tap the screen on TikTok. Y'all just be tapping this. Y'all stop. Like, this shit a waste of time. Y'all definitely not getting a masterclass, bro. I'll be back on this shit later. Come to YouTube. I'm staying on YouTube. Y'all don't deserve a masterclass. Y'all can't even tap the fucking screen. Them niggas can't do shit, bro. They just be using me for my energy. They be pissing me off on TikTok. I ain't gonna lie, YouTube. But I'm about to break this shit down for y'all, man. Fuck them. Cause, you feel me? Like, they don't care about the page, bro. I care about the page because that's where all the survivors at. And they not getting the message that I'm trying to push out, bro. That's when I get mad. You feel me? Cause I be taking this shit serious, bro. I take this shit so serious. What time is it we at YouTube? I be wanting to go live at a time that at least y'all can see, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to go live at a time that y'all could, everybody up, man. Cause y'all know these masterclasses be deep, bro. If y'all watch me, you watch me all the time, Prototype. You know, they don't know on TikTok, man. They don't know. They don't understand how deep we get. You feel me? They don't understand. A lot of people don't got conscious. And TikTok, a lot of people on TikTok, like, they got a short attention span. They got low conscious. They the type, and I don't judge people, but this is how they are, bro. Like, they walk outside and trip over everything because they got no conscience. They can't sit in the fucking line for 5 minutes and stimulate their mind. That's real bad to do. You gotta learn how to sit down and regulate yourself, man. Hell yeah, they narcissists. Oh my God. I be on there arguing narcissists every fucking day. I be trying to just get people over here. So people like you, people like us, the right community, you feel me? No cap. But TikTok just put all these random niggas in your life. And I be having 100 people, 300 people. All these randoms. Like, who the fuck? I'm gonna try to go on TikTok one more time, though, because I really want a lot of people to hear this. I got so much information for just a little people, a bit of people to hear. Like, this is one of the ones, y'all. Every chapter long as fuck. Y'all know I don't be doing this every day. It's something special. That's why I'm actually forcing it a little bit, like, to get more people. Because I know if this hit the right person's ears, it could save for my fucking life. It could change their mind. I'm getting out that fucking trauma bond of the hell. Living in hell right now, you feel me? If they don't know. They don't know. That's why we go so hard, because they don't know how dark it is. People. That's why we don't argue with people if they never been in trauma bond. Don't argue with your friends, your family, your boyfriend, anybody, a stranger. If they don't understand trauma bond, like, they don't know. Don't even, that's like talking to a brick wall. You feel me? That's like talking to a brick wall, you feel me? I'm gonna try this TikTok shit one more time, YouTube. If not, I'm gonna just give it to y'all, okay? You feel me? You be sharing the streams with my friends, but they don't be tapping in. Yeah, because your friends, they gonna find out the hard way. You being a good friend, though. They gonna fuck around and find out. You feel me? Like, they gonna fuck around and find out. Don't force your friends. Don't tell them. They gonna see. They gonna watch my videos. That's gonna correlate, though. If y'all want this lesson, y'all, we need 4K. I got a masterclass for y'all. I'm about to give y'all 10 chapters in a bonus chapter. If y'all want this on TikTok, tap. Let's get 4K, y'all. I need y'all to tap that screen. Serious people, if y'all want to learn. I'm only gonna stay on here for 5-10 minutes. If we not at 4K, then just come to YouTube. But TikTok, I need y'all to tap the screen if y'all want to stay on TikTok. I be trying to fucking multitask. I be trying to, you feel me? I be trying to make sure y'all comfortable on the platforms that y'all like watching me on. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't like coming to YouTube, but they be blocking this type of information when I'm about to fucking expose on TikTok. So just tap that screen while I'm talking and we straight. You feel me? They really shadow ban me. You feel me? Prototype on the TikTok. These niggas is crazy. Like when I used to go live, like when I used the first to go live on TikTok, all my followers, my real ones who watch me every day, they get the notification. Now I gotta wait and tell niggas to tap the screen and all this other shit. This shit be changing. It's annoying, y'all. It's annoying to somebody who take this shit serious. I ain't gonna lie. Cause this, I got this, what I'm about to say to y'all today, this shit about to get real deep. I got something crazy for y'all today. I don't think y'all heard this shit before. I think I chose the wrong time. I might gotta go live later. But trust me, today gonna be one of the ones. I'm not gonna force it, bro. YouTube, I'm gonna give it to y'all though. I gotta give it to y'all for staying. I wanted to get it. I'm gonna wait. I wanted to give it to TikTok too though. Fuck, I want to give it to everybody, every trauma survivor. But yeah, I'm not forcing shit no more. If I gotta end the live and wait till later, I'll do it. It's gonna find the right people. We moving with alignment. You feel me? Like, I ain't forcing it. Just know I got 10 chapters in a bonus chapter ready to talk. I'm ready to lock in and so y'all can hear this knowledge. If y'all want this shit, tap the screen. We're gonna start at 4K. Prototype. Thank you, Prototype. She came from YouTube. I appreciate you, loyal. Thank you. She ready for this. This is you one of the reasons why I'm gonna give this lesson and stay on, because you doing extra effort like that. Thank you. Thank you, Leah, baby. Everybody tapping the screen. I appreciate y'all. For real. I see teamwork make the dream work, man. Keep tapping that motherfucking screen. RJ, what's good? And these the ones I do it for. Y'all the ones I come on here and prepare these motherfucking lessons for, man. And this is why I'm gonna give y'all my all, man. And I'm gonna break this shit down like a Christmas tree, and I'm gonna answer y'all questions as we give the lesson, okay? I'm not just gonna be teaching all day. I'm gonna do a chapter. This is how we gonna do it. It's 10 chapters. I'm gonna read the chapter, and then I'm gonna answer questions, okay? After each chapter, because they're long chapters, okay? They're actually long chapters. I don't know, y'all. I think I went on too early. What time is it? It's 4:57 in the morning. I'm Central Time. So Eastern Time is like 5:57 or 3:57? It's one of them shits. But it's early. No cap. But damn, man, I don't know. I woke up with this shit on my mind. I had to get this shit off my chest. I've been holding this in for a minute for y'all, because somebody need to hear this. I told y'all why we remember you years later. I've been having dreams about this, bro. Listen, this is why we remember you years later, but don't miss you the way you think. Y'all be asking, why nigga come back after 10 years? Why is he after 10 years, 20 years? I got the psychology. This is narcissist psychology. It didn't notify you, see? That's what I'm saying, Prototype. TikTok be on some shit. We not gonna let it stop us, though. TikTok algorithm always change. Yesterday, I posted a video. It got 0 views. Y'all know what we post. If it gets 0 views, the algorithm fucked. Because I got y'all in here, man. Y'all go crazy for all my videos, my real ones. You feel me? The algorithm keep changing though. So we gotta give it like a week on TikTok. we don't got that many people on YouTube like that. When I say that, I mean we got like almost 5,000 subscribers. We only started in like 2 months. We going crazy in 2 months, like 3 months to have a YouTube. That's not bad. And we monetize. We're monetized, not me, y'all. We're monetized, okay? Y'all the ones that get a nigga monetized by watching. I just all I gotta do is post. Y'all help me make the money. So I appreciate y'all for that. For the ones that watch. Yeah, TikTok is changing, bro. This shit bad, baby. Like, this shit is stupid, but we gotta fight through it, y'all. We gotta fight through it. Just keep tapping that screen. Shout out to Prototype. Shout out to Leah. Shout out to everybody tapping the screen. I appreciate y'all, for real. Cause I've been forcing it. I don't know why I'm forcing it. Y'all know I don't force shit. I would have been got off this motherfucker, but I'm trying to get this lesson out, y'all. It's so much. It's like, imagine having all this knowledge and don't know. It's like you want to share it. That's how I'm feeling right now. And I'm in that mode where I could really make sure it sticks in y'all brain. I'm in that mode. You feel me? I really want a lot of people to hear this, but fuck it. I'ma still do it anyway, man. Cause I know somebody want to hear this. You said, do I know how bad it's gonna help? This topic gonna trigger you? It's okay. It's gonna help you too. I don't teach like the regular person. I'm gonna teach in a way you gonna understand without you even feeling dumb. I'm gonna make sure you don't feel dumb because I'm gonna break down logic and psychology. Everything you went through is not your fault, so I ain't tripping. I'm gonna tell you why though. I'm gonna explain it why, without force. Just pay attention, take your notes, and listen to the class. Tap that screen, okay? You was conditioned. You was targeted. You feel me? It's a lot of shit that come with this. That's not your fault. That's why it don't make sense, okay? We're gonna start on TikTok. We need at least, let's do 6K. That's gonna help a little bit, y'all, to get us in the green. We gotta work hard on TikTok, y'all. I need y'all. I need my TTU community. I ain't gonna lie. Cause they don't fucking block us. I got 10 chapters, y'all. Masterclass for y'all today. Y'all wanted a masterclass. I've been preparing this shit for y'all all week. I've been giving y'all guides every day. But this masterclass, I'm like, fuck it. Somebody need to hear this. 10 chapters, y'all. Every chapter is long. We're gonna do chapter 1, and then I'm gonna answer questions. We're gonna do chapter 2, then I'm gonna answer y'all questions. I'll let y'all come up too if y'all want. Then we're gonna do chapter 3, and then go ask the question. We're gonna keep doing it like that. And it's a bonus chapter, okay? All my students, I need y'all to be ready for this. Tap that screen. The right people coming in. The right people are in here. We got Leah. We got my dog Loca. Prototype. You got Prototype. You feel me? Shout out to y'all tapping the screen. We got the right ones. Y'all the ones that's gonna help us boost this motherfucking live. Keep tapping. Y'all the ones that's gonna help people see us. Y'all the ones that's gonna help somebody get this message by tapping the screen. You feel me? Keep tapping, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all getting the nigga out the red. This shit crazy, man. What the fuck? This shit crazy. Get a nigga out the red. Loca, I know you ready. What time is it where you at? You were early as shit. You ready to learn? You know I usually go live like earlier than this. You catching the masterclass? Tap that screen, Loca. You're a student of the game. You damn near dark empath now. You stepping into your motherfucking dark empath power. You be learning all day, every day. Asking great questions. Y'all making me feel like the best teacher in the world. Because y'all be actually listening to the information. You making me a proud teacher, you know that? No cap. Damn. See, y'all see how it's stuck? We going good. We good though, y'all. Keep tapping. Let's try. We all want to try 10K. I don't know what y'all want to do, man. At this point, I just want to wait till later. But at the same time, I want to help. I still want to stay because some of y'all know y'all want to hear this. So I don't just want to end this shit. You feel me? I usually don't force. I'll just wait till later. But prototype in here, Leah tapping. I appreciate you. Y'all coming in here fighting for a nigga, man. We might have to reset. Alright. Yeah, Leah said reset. Alright. Prototype and Loca. I'm gonna reset. Okay? I need y'all. We're gonna reset you, Prototype, and Leah. I need y'all. I'm gonna reset, okay? Come back on TikTok, y'all. We need y'all. We gotta work together to get this message out, y'all. This shit about to be crazy. 12 people. See, everybody else in here wasn't doing shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm gonna reset one time, baby. I saw them niggas watching. Fuck they ass. I might just wait. I'll try again, though. YouTube, shout out to YouTube. Who here on YouTube still here that been watching? I ain't forget about y'all. Let me know y'all still in the motherfucking building. And I really appreciate y'all. Y'all one of them ones who's still with us, man. It's not unnoticed. Oh, you said all the apps been glitchy? Yeah, I don't think it's not my shit. You feel me, Prototype? It's not us. I think it's the algorithm. We're not about to force it though. We're gonna try one more last time, okay? We ain't gonna stress it. I be stressing because shit, I want to get this info out. It's like I'm aching to talk. You feel me? It's like I'm shaking. It's like I need y'all to hear this shit, bro. It's like I don't know, man. That's how I feel. You a student of the game. You feel me, Prototype? You know. You watch the lives. You know this shit. Psychology. You know when I get in this mode, it's going to go crazy. You know. When I get in this mode, that's why I act on it. I don't want it to go away. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I do lessons like this. Shit. Alright, we just went live again on TikTok. For real, this is server overload. With everyone being snowed in the East Coast, you right. I'm watching other creators too. Their numbers going down too. So I know it's not just my page. I see a lot of top creators. Their numbers is weird. Them niggas are some of the goats. And I know something ain't right. You right, Prototype. You be paying attention to the algorithm. How the fuck y'all be knowing this? Alright, we back on TikTok. I need Loca. Loca, Prototype. Yeah, where you at, baby? Hey, y'all, tap the screen, y'all. Go crazy. Tap the screen, tap the screen. We're gonna start at 5K. If we could get 5K, we good. If we could get 5K, we good. I'm gonna start the masterclass. Hold on. Make sure everything fit. Y'all can hear me on TikTok? Mind finally rich, I never wanna hear about school again. Tap that screen, Prototype, we back. I might just get a lesson in y'all three shit. I don't care at this point. You, me, and Loca. Y'all the only one that deserves motherfucker right now. No cap. Everybody else, they don't. I don't know what the fuck they sleep. Them niggas asleep. They sleeping. They sleeping while we out here about to. I'm telling y'all, Prototype and Leah, Loca, we about to break this shit down like a Christmas tree. Fuck they think they got going on. I told you I got so much in here, y'all. This shit about to be, every chapter is long. I'm not about to give y'all no one word chapter, no guide shit. Not the stuff I be giving y'all the guides. I'm going so deep in these chapters. I'm giving examples. I'm giving guides. I'm giving regulation, psychology, whatever the fuck you want. Real life examples, real psychology, real logic. Nothing, none of that one word, leave him cheating shit. No, man. That's the regular narcissistic shit, man. This narcissist, this levels to us. CTU, y'all. We narcissist psychology. Feel me? Psychology. This how we gonna do this. I feel like I know how this. I know this. I know we good. Cause I noticed before we ended that last live, y'all. The numbers was going up. The numbers was going up as we stayed on. So I'll stay on for like 5-10 minutes to see. Just keep tapping the screen. 5-10 minutes to see. And let's see what it do. If we got at least 10-20 people in here, we can do that. 10-20 people. That's good. We could do it. Eventually, you feel me? Other people gonna find. I bet y'all. We'll start with like 10-20 people. It'll go up for sure. It'll go up. Just keep tapping the screen. If we could get that 10-12 mark on TikTok, though, y'all, I feel like they'll boost it. So that's what we gotta reach. We gotta reach that 10-20 mark, and that's when they start showing more people. And as y'all watching, y'all tapping, that's what TikTok. Oh, they be like, oh yeah, all right, they watching. They got people watching. So you know what I'm saying? They doing something good. Let's show more people. Boom, and that's how they do it. Especially after this dumbass reset. But that's what we gotta do. We gotta get the watch time and the likes. I appreciate y'all for real, cause y'all really don't have to do this, but y'all going hard. I appreciate you. Yeah. I ain't gonna cap. And y'all know I don't like asking people for fucking tapping the screen. Yeah, when do I ever do this? Y'all know we don't do this shit, man. We come over here, it go crazy. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. I'm doing this, though, because I know it's a lot of people that need to hear this. I got to put my pride to the side. You feel me? Because I know this shit going to help somebody. Y'all know I don't even be saying it like that. I don't even be saying about everything I teach. But this one of them ones, y'all, you could feel it. A teacher know. Teacher know when he about to give a crazy ass lesson. That's the day you don't want to miss school. You feel me? 6 likes. Keep tapping the screen. I appreciate y'all. We doing good. The algorithm is fucked. It's all good. We building our community, y'all. CTU, man. We getting the right people in there. We almost got 30 members. I'm going to be going live in that motherfucker every day, every week. When we get more members and the right people, you feel me? Like, that's what I could control that shit whenever. We could do Zoom calls, everything, group Zoom calls. I could talk to y'all, ask y'all questions face to face. I can interact with y'all. I could guide y'all through y'all real situations. That's why we building the community, y'all. Y'all see me promote it. It's always going to be there for y'all when y'all ready. But don't forget to join when y'all ready for real, man. Because it's going to get bigger. And that's what I'm focusing towards. So we ain't got to depend on these platforms so I can get these lessons out to y'all. You always got to have a backup plan. And shit like this is why. What we going through right now, this is why. We got to have a backup plan. You feel me? Because they you can't let one platform, especially for my serious ones like you, Prototype, Loka, Leah, all my motherfucking dark empaths, especially y'all. The ones who intuitive, smart people, intelligent, discernment. Y'all ones, man, shit. I need y'all. You feel me? They can't hear me. Alright. Can you hear me now? Oh, Hey, could y'all hear me, TikTok? I go state to state to state. God. Hey, y'all can hear me now? Fuck it, that everybody left, but I'm gonna get it right. Okay, good. Alright, we good, baby. What the fuck? Said nigga couldn't hear a nigga. Alright, y'all. Tap the screen, y'all. I said we got 10 chapters about to get in the masterclass, y'all. We're gonna start at like 10K. If we could get 10 people at 10K, we're gonna start. Alright. It's 10 people in here. Just keep tapping the screen. I keep having to restart my live because I'm trying to get this information to y'all. So just tap the screen, y'all. Share this, like this, repost this, because somebody need to hear this. Somebody going through a trauma right now, and you're going to save a fucking life. I promise. Because this masterclass about to get deep. Y'all see what's on the screen, man. Oh, my mama. Oh, my mama. You feel me? 10K, y'all. 10K. We almost there. YouTube. I'm about to get into it. TikTok. I had to restart my live 2 times. I've been waiting. Trying to get this to y'all. This how we gonna do the live for everybody new, though. You know what I'm saying? We got 10 chapters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the lesson. It's 1 lesson, 10 chapters, okay? It's a master class. I'm saying it's a daily master class. It's supposed to end the community free if y'all miss it, okay? So don't trip if you miss it, okay? But it's 10 long chapters and a bonus chapter. And the way we gonna do it, I'm gonna start with 1 chapter. And then after 1 chapter, I'll stop and pause. We take a break and I answer some of y'all questions. I'll let somebody come up, ask a few questions or 2, and then we going back into the next chapter, all right? Because I know some of y'all be wanting me to answer y'all questions. You feel me? That's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying, little baby? Tap that screen, though. Y'all ready for this shit? Mia, what's God? Mia, prototype. Oh, shit. I love I got my energy, my real ones in this bitch. Y'all know this about to be a good live. I'm making me a proud teacher. They locked in. They tapping. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all gonna make this live go way smoother than it is. Y'all gonna make this information hit way better than it should. The energy y'all create. I know y'all locked in. I'm locked in. You feel me? No cap. Don't feel bad if y'all can ask me whatever, man. All right, y'all can ask me the same question 1,000,000 times, and I'll break it down to you in 10 different ways. That's what I do. Feel me? Nikki, what's up, Nikki? Grand Rising. Tap that screen. You about to get into this masterclass. You get what I'm saying? You perfect on time, and I need you to tap that screen, y'all. We almost at 10K. See? I told y'all. We working. They just had a shadow ban. They had a shadow ban like a motherfucker. No cap. This shit dark. This is why we remember you years later. Alright? Why I remember you years later. You know what I'm saying? We almost at 10. Y'all, we at 10K. Y'all ready? Fuck it. We at 10K. I need everybody to like the live, y'all. I see new people coming in here. We about to start now. We about to start the masterclass. I got a masterclass. The way we gonna do it, it's 10 chapters. I'm gonna do 1 chapter, then I'm gonna answer y'all questions. So hold y'all questions for later. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get some questions, y'all. Alright? But my main focus is for y'all to hear this shit. I need y'all to hear me. Lock in. This is why I'm not showing my face right now. Because I got something to say that's gonna help y'all, okay? And that a lot of y'all might be confused, okay? Now tap the screen, y'all. Make sure y'all follow me. And as I'm speaking, keep tapping the screen because as I'm exposing this, TikTok will block me, y'all, and they might shut the live down. I don't want y'all to be like, what the fuck happened, and come to YouTube. And I don't want it to mess up the live structure. Because I said we got a structure. I'm going to answer y'all questions after the chapters, all right? And I don't want it to ruin nothing, all right? So, if y'all ready for this shit, drop a Christmas tree, man. We about to get dark. And keep tapping that screen, though, you feel me? Like, we about to get real, dog. Yeah, Shane. I need y'all to tap that motherfucker, though. You feel me? Y'all ready? Give me that green light, y'all. Put that motherfucking Christmas tree. Y'all know that's like the activation button. Turn the nigga on, yeah? It's gonna turn that switch on, like, you get what I'm saying? Turn that motherfucking switch on. This phone thin as shit. Can y'all hear me or what? Can y'all hear me? Garnet girl. I want to make sure y'all can hear me because this is important. This is the only thing that's really important is the audio. Because every time I say that, y'all know I'm about to start. I'm going to always do audio check because this is the most important thing than anything. I need y'all to hear me. Hear me. Put the Christmas tree, man. Y'all know I said put the Christmas tree. I need y'all to listen to this shit. Alright, I see the Christmas tree. Now look. We about to start, y'all. This is why we remember you years later from Self-Aware Narcissist, okay? Chapter 1. This chapter 1, y'all. See, we don't miss people, y'all. We miss the position you held in our system. You hear me? I'm going to say it again. We don't miss people. We miss the position you held in our system, okay? I want you to listen clearly to this because this is where most people misunderstand everything and end up reopening doors that they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? See, when a narcissist thinks about you years later, y'all, when narcissists think about you years later, it is almost never about love, okay? It's about function. Y'all hear me? When a narcissist thinks about you years later, it is almost never about love. It's about function. Narcissists do not form attachments the way emotionally regulated people do. No. We do not bond through mutual vulnerability, growth, or emotional safety. Y'all know that? We bond through using people. That doesn't mean we never felt anything. It means the feelings were organized around what you provided, not with who you were. You get what I'm saying? Is y'all with me? I'm going to slow it down for y'all. I had to make sure y'all with me, though. See, you weren't just a partner. I'm going to tell you were an emotional regulator. You know what I'm saying? You was a mirror for our identity. You know what I'm saying? You was a stabilizer when we were chaotic. You know what I'm saying? You was a container for our shame. You know what I'm saying? You was a place we could unload onto. This is what you was. And once someone feels that role deeply, the nervous system remembers it forever. You know that? Once someone feels that role deeply, the nervous system feels that role forever and remembers it. Listen, this is why narcissists can move on quickly on the surface, new relationships, new forces, new supply, yet still carry very specific people in their mind for years. Y'all be like, why the fuck he move on? But still reaching out to me, this nigga got a whole new family, a whole new wife. What the fuck? That's the questions I be getting, y'all. Hey, y'all, tap the screen for me, y'all. Please tap that screen so they won't block me, y'all. I know they can try to. This shit I'm about to say, they're gonna give me warnings for this, y'all. Tap that screen, share the live repost so they won't get us out of here. They're gonna give me warnings for the shit I'm saying, y'all. I'm not supposed to be talking like this on TikTok. I swear to God. Now look, just keep us afloat, y'all, and follow me, okay? Like I said, this is why narcissists can move on quickly on the surface. New relationships, new faces, new supply, yet still carry very specific people in their mind for years because not everyone fits the position the same way, y'all. You hear me? Not everyone fits that position that we give you. Some people soothe us temporarily. Some people entertain us. Some people distract us. But some people hold us together. And those people are not forgotten. You get me? The people that hold us together are not forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Not because you were loved. No, not because they were loved. It's because they were structurally important. Okay? And I'm about to tell y'all why time doesn't erase this memory, okay? Y'all think time erased the memory. Y'all be like, after all these years. Hey, y'all, time doesn't erase this memory. Time heals grief when attachment is mutual. You know what I'm saying? But narcissistic attachment, it's not mutual. It's asymmetrical. You feel me? It's psychological. I'm telling you. You were emotionally investing forward. We were emotionally extracted. Okay? That's why I'm saying it slow. You were emotionally investing forward. We were emotionally extracted. So when time passes, you integrate the experience, okay? You integrate the experience. We We archive it. We archive it. That archive stays intact because the need that created it was never resolved. So years later, when we feel unstable, years later when we feel unvalidated, years later when we feel unseen, years later we feel threatened, years later when we feel ordinary, the nervous system searches for a familiar regulator. Who you think that's gonna be? Y'all see what I'm getting? I need y'all to follow me. This is only chapter 1. The nervous system searches for a familiar regulator. And that's when your memory activates. Not longing, not romance, recognition. So this is what it looked like in real life, y'all. It's a lot of new people in here. It's a lot of new people. Y'all just in time. We in the master class, y'all. You feel me? Tap the screen. Follow me, y'all. Keep tapping that screen. You just in time. Y'all see what's on the screen, y'all. This is why. This is 10 chapters, y'all. 10 chapters. So this is we on chapter 1. For new people, y'all just in time. Okay? Like I said. This is why we remember you years later, y'all. But don't miss you the way you think. I'm breaking this shit down psychology. Now, like I said, I'm about to give y'all a real example, y'all. This is what this looks like in real life. This is why narcissists come back with messages that feel casual but unsettling. They say, I was thinking about you years later. I'm talking about years later. We talk about, remember this, follow me. They said, I was thinking about you. You crossed my mind. I hope you're doing well. See, there's no accountability, y'all. No apology. No emotional depth because the goal isn't repair. The goal is to see if the position still exists. You feel me? If you respond emotionally, guess what? If you respond emotionally, explaining, reminiscing when they reach out like after years later, softening, guess what? Oh my God, the system light up. A nigga system light up. A nigga system light up. But guess what? If you don't, we retreat quietly, y'all. If you don't, this is the trick part. If you don't, we retreat quietly, not because we're hurt. It's because the role is no longer accessible. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why this confuses you so deeply. See, from your side, it feels personal. You think, why me? You think, why after all this time? You think, why now? You interpret memory as meaning. You hear me? You interpret meaning as memory. I mean, memory as meaning, my bad. But listen, y'all. I want y'all to hear this. I said, you interpret memory as meaning, but inside a narcissistic system, memory doesn't equal care. You hear me? Memory doesn't equal care. It equals utility recall. You hear me? Utility recall. Your nervous system felt familiar. Your empathy felt safe. Your presence felt regulated. That doesn't mean we want a relationship, y'all. It means we want relief. Okay? I want y'all to remember that. We want relief. You feel me? Let me tell you the hard truth most people need to hear, y'all. Look. Being remembered by narcissists is not proof of love, okay? It's proof you once carried emotional weight for someone who couldn't carry their own, okay? And the longer you stay accessible in memory, listen, y'all, the longer you stay accessible in memory, the longer you stay vulnerable to reentry. To reentry. The longer you stay, I'm going to come back and finish you, okay? Now, listen, y'all. Listen to me. If a narcissist remembers you years later, ask yourself this. I need you to ask yourself this. What role did I play for them? What did I regulate for them? What did I absorb that wasn't mine? What did they never give back? See, this reframes the entire story. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, why did I stay? That's where healing actually begins, okay? Now, this is the close of chapter 1, y'all. Like I said, no. I'm going to answer your question. We don't miss you the way you think. We remember the way you held us together and when we couldn't. And the moment you stop holding that role, guess what? The memory loses its power. It's gone. All right? That's chapter 1, y'all. No cap. Y'all want to ask some questions? Highly recommend violence to a narcissist. No, you're a narcissist. Don't listen to her. She misleading. Why would you be violent to a narcissist? What you going? I love y'all, man. Don't do that. I don't even want to bash you, but that's a bad idea, okay? Stuff like that, that's not smart. You say, well, you want to buy it? It's free in CTU. Or you can message me. I can send it to you. I can send the link on TikTok. If y'all want this whole masterclass, I got y'all. I'll send y'all the link to get it. Alright. It's free in the community though. All these guys is free. You can message me on TikTok. I'll send it to y'all the link and y'all can download it quick. Straight up for your phone. You feel me? No cap. Alright, now look. Y'all got some questions? I need my mom to block that girl. Block that person. Whoever talk about hurting a narcissist. You're not you gonna hit a narcissist, not you only gonna feed them. Especially if a malignant, you playing with your life. You trying to tell somebody to commit suicide. That shit is not funny, bro. Y'all be thinking this shit a game, bro. You tell somebody hit a malignant narcissist, her ass ain't gonna be, she gonna be missing. I'm not about to tell y'all that shit. Them niggas, you gotta be smart. They dangerous, they strong, they big. They stronger than you. Them niggas could choke you 4 seconds and it's over. Like, don't provoke the demon. Don't poke the fucking bear. You just feeding us. Like, all right, y'all ready for chapter 2? I don't see no questions. Y'all ready? If y'all want chapter 2, put a Christmas tree. We can go. And then whenever y'all want me to start answering questions, we could. Y'all just let me know when y'all want me to start that part. I want y'all to learn, though. Keep tapping that screen. Because this shit only get darker, y'all. That was chapter 1. That was only chapter 1. Anyone is live on YouTube. I missed chapter 1. Yeah, I'm going to put it on YouTube probably. It's going to be in CTU too. You know what I'm saying? The community. You good though. It's going to be on YouTube. We on YouTube right now. Which y'all want? Y'all want to ask questions or y'all want the chapter, next chapter? Which y'all want? You watch me on YouTube. I appreciate you. You a student in the motherfucking game. I love to see y'all locked in. You said, would they always remember their first wife? Yeah. Listen. The first wife, because that's the first girl I was trying to fucking trap. You feel me? That's why. That's the first one I tried to fucking control. You lucky. Hopefully you got away. Yes, we do. We do remember. We remember all y'all. But I'm gonna say this. Look, the most important person we remember the most is the one that got away. That's the one we really remember. That's the one who hurts our ego the most. We don't got no heart. That's the person who hurt our ego the most. Okay. You feel me? Like that's, you know what I'm saying. What else questions I got? They be setting you up with other people, I swear. Exactly. Your ex came back. That's a Hoover. That's called the Hoover. You're now in the Hoover stage. Where he's coming back to finish you off. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck he about to do. Y'all better listen. Y'all see the comments, bro. I'm not just saying this shit. You feel me? I'm going to answer one more question. We going to do the next one. After chapter 2, y'all, I'm going to let y'all come up and just ask. It's going to be way better. I'll let y'all come up and request and ask 2 questions. That way, we're going to structure it like that. I'm going to answer your question right now. You said, how do you get rid of one? Listen, can you hear me? You do not get rid of a narcissist the way you think. A lot of y'all got this misconstrued. That's what I'm here for. You don't argue them away, okay? You don't explain yourself away. You don't expose them away. And you don't heal them away. You starve them. You feel me? You starve them. I'm telling y'all, from a self-aware narcissist, y'all. I'm telling you the truth, most people don't want to hear. We don't leave because you prove a point. We don't care if you prove the point. Listen, we leave when you are no longer usable. Here's how that actually looks in real life. First, you stop feeding the nervous system loop. Most people think no contact is about blocking, y'all. It's not. It's about emotional neutrality. Trying to be neutral. No reactions, y'all. No tone. No explaining. No long messages. No defending yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you react emotionally, even negative, I tell you this every day. When you react emotionally, even negative, guess what? We still feel in control. You're feeding a demon. Okay? That's the first thing I said. You gotta stop feeding the nervous system loop. This is how you get rid of one. Second thing is, you remove access without announcement. This is where people mess up. They announce their boundaries. You feel me? They threaten no contact. They giving all these speeches. All of that, all of that does is warn us to adjust tactics. You about to get manipulated. Now I'm about to go game plan because you're telling me real power is quiet. You hear me? You change passwords. You change routines. You change who knows your business. You stop being predictable. We notice when assets disappears without explanation, okay? Third thing, listen, you stop trying to be understood. This one hurts people the most, see? You want us to finally get it. I know. I know. I know. You want us to finally get it. To acknowledge your pain. To validate your experience. That need keeps the door open, okay? That need right there keeps the door open, okay? Don't forget that, y'all, my mama. Listen. A narcissist does not bond through empathy. We do not bond through empathy, y'all. We bond through control and relevance. Control and relevance. Put that in the comments. Control and relevance, y'all. I need y'all to remember them words. Somebody put it. The moment you no longer need us to understand, guess what? The bond weakens, okay? Fourth is you heal your nervous system, not the relationship. Trauma bonds are biological, not emotional. This shit is deep. Your body is addicted to the highs and lows, the chemistry, the chaos. This is psychology. You feel me? If you only work on your thoughts but not your body, you'll keep going back. So grounding, okay? Routine, sleep, stability. When your nervous system calms, the craving fades away, okay? That's when we lose you for real. We gonna feel it. Fifth is, it's hard. You accept the truth. A narcissist does not disappear when you won. We disappear when staying no longer feeds our identity, okay? When you stop supplying emotion, access, validation, chaos, or admiration, there's nothing left to extract. That's how you get rid of one. Not by force, not by confrontation, not by closure. By becoming unavailable in every way that matters. And I'm going to say this clearly, see. If you still feel pulled, shaken, anxious, or obsessed, that doesn't mean you're weak. It means the bond is still active. And bonds can be broken. That's the work, okay? From a self-aware narcissist, chosen one. Now, y'all, I hope I answered your question. Y'all ready to get into chapter 2 of this masterclass? Tap the screen. It's about to get dark. No cap. And then I'm going to answer some more questions on my mama. What chapter we on? Who we paying attention? Who we paying attention? Who we paying attention, man? Y'all niggas paying attention? Let me see. Y'all ready for chapter 2? If y'all ready for chapter 2, put a Christmas tree. Let's get into this. I need y'all to hear this because it gets better. Like chapter 2, chapter 3. I made these chapters like, bro, like I made sure that each chapter is better than the last. All right. YouTube, y'all with me? If you call them constant, if you said, what about if you constantly call them alpha being narcissist all the time? What will that make them go? No, because you're not leaving. You just complaining and talking. You think if you do my supply, you say, oh, you're a narcissist, man. You're a narcissist. You just, I don't like. So what you gonna do about it? That's what I'm gonna tell you. If you my supply, what you gonna do about it? I'm gonna still keep coming back. You still gonna let me access. The only way this works is you cut that loop. You cut me off to not even let me even say that and get that out my mouth. You feel me? Don't let me even get close to you for you to even be able to call me a narcissist. You gotta cut access off. That's the only way. Cause we delusional. You feel me? You get what I'm saying, though? I just hope I helped you with that one. All right, y'all. This is chapter 2, y'all. Lock in. This is why certain people stay in our memory while others disappear completely. Y'all ready for this? Y'all hear me? This is chapter 2. Why certain people stay in our memory while others disappear completely, okay? Listen carefully, y'all, because this chapter... Oh, shit. This chapter explains something that confuses people for years, okay? Most people cross a narcissist's life are forgotten quickly. You know what I'm saying? Because, you feel me? We got one job. I want y'all to understand this. I'm going to say this slow, though. Most people who cross a narcissist's life are forgotten quickly. They weren't weak. They weren't boring. They weren't unimportant as humans. They just didn't bond at the nervous system level. You hear me? They didn't bond at the nervous system level. And narcissistic memory is not emotional memory, y'all. It's regulatory memory. Y'all know what that is? Regulatory memory, okay? You feel me? Regulatory memory, okay? Listen, y'all. This is how narcissistic memory actually works, okay? Because I know y'all want to wonder why. This is how narcissistic memory works. This is how we think memory. Healthy attachment memory is built through shared meaning, growth, and mutual safety. Narcissistic memory is built through relief from shame, relief from emptiness, relief from insecurity, relief from inner chaos, okay? So when we remember someone years later, the memory isn't I love them, no. Like, if I talk to somebody years later, it's not I love them. You know what I'm saying? The memory is I feel better when they were around. That's what we think, okay? That distinction changes everything, okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all the people we forget quickly, okay? Let's start with who doesn't stay. We forget people who required reciprocity. Like, if I had to reciprocate energy and shit, you're getting discarded. Listen, we forget people who needed emotional consistency, who expected accountability, who didn't absorb blame, who didn't overextend, okay? Those people trigger pressure, not relief. You see the difference? Y'all heard what I said? Them people trigger pressure. If you trigger pressure, you might have a reverse discard coming, okay? Not relief. Pressure creates irritation. Pressure creates irritation, okay? Irritation creates distance, and distance erases memory, okay? Not because they were wrong, because they were inconvenient to the system. Now, look, the people who stay. Now, I'm going to tell you. Now we talk about the people who stay, y'all. See, you stay in our memory if you did at least one of the following consistently, okay? I'm going to tell y'all. You stay in our memory if you did any of these, okay? Listen, y'all. Listen. You soothed us when we were dysregulated. If you soothed us when we were dysregulated, if you made excuses for our behavior, if you rationalized red flags instead of leaving, if you blamed yourself instead of confronting us, if you stayed calm while we destabilized you, see, those actions tell the narcissist nervous system one thing, y'all. This person can hold me. You know that, baby? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, this is how we think. Like, this person can hold me. That's what it's telling my nervous system. This one is deep. This is not no surface level shit, okay? Listen, once someone proves this, like if y'all prove that, if y'all tell our nervous system like this person can hold me, like, man, listen, y'all. Once someone proves that, they become a reference point, not a relationship. It's over. It's over at this point. And I'm gonna tell you why being understanding is so dangerous here, because a lot of y'all empath. Why being so understanding is so dangerous here. This is where empaths get trapped. Understanding feels like love. Patience feels like mature. Grace feels spiritual. But inside a narcissistic system, those traits signal capacity. Capacity to absorb chaos. Capacity to self-abandon. Capacity to stay without resolution. That doesn't make you kind. It makes you structurally useful. And structural usefulness is what creates long-term memory. You know that? It's what creates long-term memory. Okay? The difference between being loved and being railed on, okay? Listen, this is the difference. This is a line most people never cross mentally, because love says, I care about how you feel. Reliance says, I need you to function. Narcissists rely for more. You feel me? Y'all hear me? Narcissists rely far more than love. I'm going to say that again. Love says, I care about how you feel. Reliance says, I need you to function. Narcissists rely for more than love. You feel me? Far more than love. Narcissists rely far more on love, okay? So when we remember you years later, it's not because we miss intimacy. It's because we miss how easy life felt when you were regulating us. You feel me? Y'all get what I'm getting? All right, now. This is why certain memories resurface during stress, y'all. Have you ever noticed narcissists resurface during specific moments? You know what I'm saying? When they lose status, when a new supply stops working, when they feel ignored, when they feel ordinary. That's not a coincidence. The nervous system goes into search. You know what I'm saying? It goes into like search mode. It scans for a familiar regulator, someone who wants to stabilize us, someone who observed our instability without demanding change. See, that scan lands on you, not because of romance, it's because of pattern recognition, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all why we don't reach out to everyone we remember, because a lot of y'all ask me this. We're not going to reach out to like everybody remember, okay? This is important. Remembering you doesn't mean we reach out. Reaching out only happens if we believe you're still accessible, if you're still empathetic, if you still respond emotionally. Guess what? If we sense you change internally, we often stay silent. Not out of respect, out of avoidance. Because engaging with someone who no longer plays the role creates exposure. You feel me? I love you, Prototype. Thank you for being here. Shout out to you. You know the lesson will be here for you. Listen, y'all. Like I said, we sense you change internally, we often stay silent. Not out of respect, out of avoidance. Because engaging with someone who no longer plays the role creates exposure. You can start seeing a mask. Now I'm going to tell you why this feels so personal to you. Because from your side, the memory feels intimate. You think I matter. You think I was special. You think I left a mark. And you did. But not in the way you think. You matter because you carry emotional weight without protection. And the human brain confuses being needed with being valued. It's a difference. That's why it hurts. You know what I'm saying? That's why it hurts. I'm going to give y'all a real life example. Okay? This is why narcissists can marry someone else, build a new life, publicly move on, and still think about you randomly years later. A lot longer, but just not grief, just recognition. You were easy to be with. You didn't challenge me. You held me down when I was unstable. You know what I'm saying, empath? That's not romance. That's relief memory. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, if you're someone a narcissist remembers years later, ask yourself honestly, what did I tolerate that I shouldn't have? What did I absorb that wasn't mine? What did I excuse that cost me peace? This turns nostalgia into clarity, okay? You stop romanticizing the past. You stop reopening doors. You stop mistaking memory for meaning, okay? And listen, y'all. So if a narcissist remembers you long after the relationship ends, okay? Understand this. You weren't unforgettable because of love. You were unforgettable because you made dysfunction survivable. You made dysfunction survivable. And the moment you stop being that person, the memory loses grip. Memory is not longing. It's ownership recall. Ownership recall, y'all. Okay, this chapter is where most people finally stop romanticizing the past, because what you think is missing you is not emotion at all. It's ownership recall. Okay? And that distinction changes everything. I'm going to tell y'all what ownership recall actually is. Healthy longing sounds like this. I miss who we were. I miss our connection. I miss how we grew together. Narcissistic recall sounds like this. Narcissistic recall, y'all, sound like this. I had access to that. That used to respond. That used to be you hear what I'm calling it? That used to regulate me. We don't replay moments for warmth. We replay access points. You know what I'm saying? You're not remembered as a person. You're remembered as a door. That's why I'm trying to break it down to y'all psychology, okay? Because y'all think we look at y'all as a person. Now I'm going to tell y'all how entitlement is created without your awareness, okay? This is how entitlement is created without your awareness. See, ownership doesn't come from domination. It comes from repetition, y'all. Every time you answer quickly, every time you explain yourself, every time you soften your boundaries, every time you return after being hurt, every time you stay emotionally available, guess what? You reinforce pattern. You know that? You reinforce pattern. The narcissistic nervous system learned this. This person stays, you know what I'm saying? This person responds, you know what I'm saying? This person regulates. That learning becomes entitlement to us. I'm telling you, that learning becomes entitlement to us. You know what I'm saying? It becomes entitlement to us. You know what I'm saying? Entitlement doesn't need permission, y'all. It assumes continuation. I'm gonna say it again. You feel me? Say it again. The listen, listen, every time you answer quickly, explain yourself, soften your boundaries, return after being hurt, stay emotionally available, you really reinforce the pattern. The narcissistic nervous system learned this. This person stays. This person responds. This person regulates, okay? Listen, that learning becomes entitlement. You feel me, Crystal? See, yeah, listen, Crystal, I'm telling y'all. Listen, I'm telling y'all. And entitlement doesn't need permission. It assumes continuation, okay, y'all? Listen, man, I'm telling y'all, bro. You say you need my help, book a one-on-one? You can book a one-on-one today. Message me on TikTok right now, and I'll send you my booking page link after the live, okay? So you can see my availability. I'll be in one-on-ones today all day. I got y'all. But right now, I need y'all to hear this, okay, Queen? Don't go nowhere yet. Right? Class in session. Look, like I said, entitlement doesn't need permission, okay? It assumes continuation, y'all. Now I'm going to tell y'all why time does not weaken this entitlement. Because y'all think time equals the entitlement. This is why I need y'all to stay with me through this whole master class. Everything I say is correlated to each other. Like I'm walking through it. Everything I say is it's like steps. Okay? So just stay with me, y'all. This is why time does not weaken this entitlement, okay? Time weakens healthy attachment, but entitlement isn't emotional, it's structural, okay? If a system worked once, this narcissistic mind assumes it can work again. That's how we think. Y'all hear me, y'all? This is how we think. If a system works once in a narcissistic mind, we think it'll work again. You get what I'm saying? We don't think it'll work again. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm going to tell y'all. So years later, this is what we do. Years later, when stress hits, when boredom sets in, or supply fails, the brain searches for previously success regulators. You heard me? Previous success regulators. I use a lot, yo. It's a lot of words I need y'all to hear, man. Because some of y'all, these words you're being used as, and you might not know. Okay? Now look. Like I said, for previously successful regulators, that's when your memory surfaces, not with sadness, with expectation. So I'm going to tell you why we feel comfortable reappearing without context. Y'all know how we just come out of nowhere, come back. We don't give a fuck. Hey, y'all, I need y'all to tap the screen, y'all. While I'm talking, please tap the screen. They're going to block me off this motherfucker. Y'all going to have to come to YouTube on TikTok, man. They're going to block me if y'all don't tap that screen and share and repost the live, y'all, because I'm not supposed to be saying this. I'm not even going crazy. They giving me warnings and shit, but just keep tapping the screen, y'all, so they can tell TikTok we doing something positive, or it's just going to shut off. Now, look. Stay with me, y'all. I'm trying to get y'all this masterclass, bro. Share, like, repost this, please. So somebody can hear this. This is why we feel comfortable reappearing without context. See, this is why narcissists can reach out years later like nothing happened. Like, no apology, y'all. No apology, no accountability. You know what I'm saying? No acknowledgement of harm, okay? Because in our internal narrative, you got to understand the connection was paused. In our internal narrative, the connection was paused, okay? It was paused, not ended. It was not ended on my mama. Listen, we don't see ourselves as restarting, y'all, when we come back. We see ourselves as resuming. Y'all know what resuming is? Like you watching a Netflix movie, a movie last night, you turn that bitch on today, you resume. That's how we do it. We resume. We don't see ourselves, like when we come back years later, we don't see ourselves as re-entering. We see ourselves resuming. You see the difference? This is why I break it down to y'all in this way, psychology, so y'all understand our mind. Narcissist psychology, y'all. Okay? That's entitlement talking. That's called entitlement talking, okay? Listen, I'm going to tell y'all why this feels so disrespectful to you now, okay? This is why. Look, from your side, it feels shocking, okay? You think, how can you stop? Like, how can you just pop back up? You think, don't you realize how much time passed? You say, don't you care about what happened? But narcissistic recall doesn't include emotional consequence, okay? It includes utility memory. And utility memory ignores time, growth, and healing. Look up that word, y'all. Utility memory. I'm gonna say a lot of psychology words for y'all, so y'all can look up or whatever. But this is what you be used as. Okay. Now look, the difference between being missed and being claimed. I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay. This is important, y'all. For people trying. This is only chapter 2. Remind y'all that we got 10 chapters, y'all. Okay. This is all my chapters going to be long. So this is important, y'all. For people trying to heal. This is the difference between being missed and being claimed. Okay. Okay. Look, being missed sounds like I care about how you feel now. I care about how you feel now. Being claimed sounds like you still exist for me. Narcissists claim more than they miss. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. I want y'all to hear that. Okay? Listen. I said the difference between being missed and being claimed. This is important, y'all, for people trying to heal. Because being missed sounds like this. I care how you feel now. Being claimed sounds like you still exist for me. Narcissists claim more than they miss. Okay? And being claimed is dangerous because it invites re-entry without change. Okay? Being claimed is dangerous because it re-invites entry without change. They can literally just come back without changing. If they feel like they claiming you. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between being claimed and being missed. Property. You feel me, Crystal? I love this shit, man. I love my students in the chat, man. Y'all making me a proud teacher. That's some wise people. I love it. Now look, I'm gonna tell y'all why we don't ask if you're open to hearing from us, okay? Listen, notice this, y'all. When narcissists reach out, we don't ask, is it okay if I contact you, or are you in a good place, or do you want to talk? We just assume access, right? We assume access. Y'all know that. That assumption comes from past conditioning, okay? If access existed before, guess what? We expect it again. It could be maybe with another supply. That's just what we used to, man. You feel me? Like, shit, that's just what we used to. Okay? Everybody tap the screen, y'all. You in this chapter 2. You just in the beginning of this master class. It was 10 chapters, y'all. Tap the screen. I see new people coming in, so I'm going to repeat this. All right? Please tap the screen so they won't block us. I'm going to break this shit down for y'all. This is chapter 2, y'all. Okay? We got 10 chapters, so you're just in time. You ain't going to miss nothing. I got you. Now, tap the screen, follow me, and we post that. Just cause we need it. Now look, I'm gonna tell you this. Look, what happens internally if you don't respond? This is key, okay? If you don't respond, we don't usually feel heartbreak. I'm talking about after years. Like, say, like if a nigga hit you up, narcissist hit you up after years later, coming back out of nowhere anyway. Okay, this is what we talking about. This is a lesson, y'all. If you don't respond, we don't usually feel heartbreak, okay? We feel injury. I told y'all put this in the comments. A lot of my empaths, y'all know this already. Narcissistic injury. Y'all know this word. These are vocabulary words. These are like narcissist language, okay? Narcissistic injury. I want y'all to get used to these words. Every day y'all come in and watch me, I'm going to be testing y'all. Now look, I want to make sure y'all learning this shit. It's going to help you get out of that trauma bond, okay? Like I said, we feel injury, y'all. If you don't respond, we don't usually feel heartbreak. We feel injury because entitlement was denied. That denial can trigger withdrawal. That denial can trigger rage. That denial can smear campaign. It can trigger, y'all know this one, sign of resentment. And we'll still fuck with you the whole time. You won't even know. Okay? Not because we loved you, though. It's because the system failed. I told you, I'm explaining our system. We got a system. Okay? Now, this is why this confuses trauma bonded people. If you're trauma bonded, ownership recalls feels like destiny. You think they come back for a reason. I'm talking about when we come back. You said repeat? I got you. Which one me to repeat the why we don't ask if you're open to hear from us, or the difference between being missed and being claimed? Which one? Can a narcissist love their own child? Hell no. Hey, y'all, can a narcissist love their own child? Somebody help sis out in the comments. A lot of y'all in here got kids by narcissists. This is why we do this. I'm gonna answer y'all questions too, but shit, take it from the people in the chat too, cause they actually got kids by the nigga, and they'll tell you. This the real people who experience. These are people stronger than me. Shit. These are people stronger than me, man. They had to go through that trauma and they made it out. You know what I'm saying? So you in the right place to ask questions too when it comes to these survivors. Because they know what the fuck they talking about. Now listen, y'all. Can I repeat the definition of the term? Which term you talking about? Let me see. Which term you talking about, bro? Y'all gotta be more specific. I'm saying hello words. Alright. When you think of it and find it, come back. Alright, I'll repeat it though. You know what I'm saying? I see my last relationship. Y'all can hear me? Oh, I said narcissistic injury. That, I got what you're saying now. I was trying to figure out. Narcissistic injury, yeah. You talk about narcissistic injury. That's when you hurt our ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if you discard me, if you call me ugly, shit, that's a narcissistic injury. If you leave me, that's narcissistic injury. If you slipping away, that's everything. We turn everything to narcissistic injury. You feel me? That's like hurting our ego. It's a crush to our ego. You feel me? That's what narcissistic injury is. You feel me? Don't ever do that. Hey, don't ever do that and trust us, okay? I'm gonna say it like that. That's what I meant to say. Don't ever do that and trust us, cause boy, you injure a narcissist's ego. You know the system. You ain't playing part of the system. I'm explaining right now, y'all. Let's get back into it. All right, we about to lock back in. All right, what chapter? 2. All right. Let me make sure I got the right. All right, this is why we feel comfortable reappearing without context, okay? I'm going to read this part again for y'all. Masterclass, chapter 2, okay? Listen, y'all, this is narcissistic psychology, bro. This shit dark. I put this whole shit to y'all. It's free in the community, y'all. If y'all want this whole masterclass, DM me. I'll send you the link so you can download it. But don't stress if you miss anything. It's going to be there, right? Listen, this is why we feel comfortable reappearing without context, okay, y'all? Pay attention. See, this is why narcissists can reach out years later like nothing happened. I said this part already, but I'm going to say this again. No apology, no accountability, no acknowledgement of harm. Because in our eternal... See, they giving me warnings. Keep tapping that screen. They just gave me a warning, y'all. No cap. I told y'all, bro. I ain't even say shit. I just said narcissistic injury. Tap that screen, bro. They gonna shut this bitch down. And then y'all just gonna have to come to YouTube because they can't shut us down over there. I'm just trying to help y'all out TikTok. Y'all want to hear this, bro? Keep tapping and sharing, repost. They just gave me a warning. Made me solve a puzzle. Fuck, I look like solving the puzzle. All right, lock in, y'all. This is... I'm gonna explain these two again. Why we feel comfortable reappearing without context, okay? This is why narcissists can reach out years later like nothing happened. No apology, no accountability, no acknowledgement of harm. Because in our internal narrative, the connection was paused, not ended. We don't see ourselves as re-entering, we see ourselves as resuming. That's entitlement talking, okay? Now, this is why I feel so disrespectful to you. From your side, it feels shocking. You think, how can you just pop back up? Don't you realize how much time passed? Don't you care about what happened? But narcissistic recall doesn't include emotional consequence. It includes utility memory. Okay? Listen. And utility memory ignores time, growth, and healing, okay? The difference between being missed and being claimed. I told y'all that too, okay? I said all that already. All right, I said that. Why we don't ask from hearing this? All right, look. This is why we don't ask if you're open to hear from us, okay? Notice this. When narcissists reach out, we don't ask, is it okay if I contact you? Are you in a good place? Do you want to talk? We assume access, okay? That assumption comes from past conditioning. If access existed before, we expect it again. So this is what happens internally if you don't respond. This is key. If we don't respond, we don't usually feel heartbreak. Like I said, we feel narcissistic injury because entitlement was denied. That denial can trigger withdrawal. It can trigger rage. It can trigger smearing. It can trigger the silent resentment, okay? Not because we loved you, but because the system failed. I told you about the system. The motherfucking system that I'm explaining. All right, y'all. Now I'm going to tell you why this confuses trauma bonded people. If you're trauma bonded, ownership recall feels like destiny. They come back for a reason. You think this. You think this is what you think. You think they come back for a reason. You think maybe it's unfinished. You think maybe this means something. See, your nervous system reacts before your logic can catch up. You know what I'm saying? That reaction isn't intuition, y'all. That is conditioning. It's conditioning, you feel me? It's conditioning. Okay? I'm going to give y'all a real life example. See, you can read. Listen, I'm going to read this to y'all, bro. This is why a narcissist can move on publicly, be in a new relationship, and build a new image. You know what I'm saying? And still text you later at, not fuck later, years later. They can still text you years later at 2 a.m. Not because they're lonely, though, okay? It's because they remember a door that used to open. And I'm going to tell you why closure is, y'all, this is why closure is especially dangerous here. Y'all need y'all to listen. Closure gives ownership recall a voice. Remember, I told y'all, we talk about ownership recall. It gives the narcissist conversation. I'm talking about closure, y'all. It gives the narcissist conversation. It gives emotion. It gives engagement. It gives relevance. You feel me? Even rejection still feeds entitlement. I told y'all. And even rejection feeds entitlement, y'all. Because response equals access. Yeah, write that down, man. Response equals access. I want these to get in your brain. A response equals access. My YouTube is Mid Chosen on 125. I'm Mid Chosen on 125 on all platforms. You feel me? I made it easy for y'all. Listen. All right, y'all. If someone resurfaces later, y'all, listen to me. Ask yourself this, okay? Are they showing accountability? Are they respecting my boundaries? Are they acknowledging harm? If not, it's not launching. It's ownership recall, testing access. Write that word down, y'all. Ownership recall, man. I need y'all to look up that word later, okay? Ownership recall. Ownership recall, testing access. Like I said, if someone resurfaces years later, ask yourself this. Are they showing up accountability? Are they respecting my boundaries? Are they acknowledging harm? If not, it's not launching. It's ownership recall, testing access. That's why I said write that word down, okay? Now, when I need y'all to understand this, okay? When we remember you years later, it's not because we miss you, okay? It's because you made our inner chaos manageable. You made our inner chaos manageable. And the moment you stop being available for that role, the entitlement collapses, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you why your healing feels like loss to us and triggers the return. This chapter is where people finally stop asking why now and start understanding what changed. Because narcissists don't come back when you're broken. We come back when you're quiet. On my mama. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why broken you was never a threat. Listen, y'all. Why broken you was never a threat. Okay? Let me clear something up. When you were crying, when you were begging, when you were explaining, spiraling, we didn't feel pulled back. We felt in control. I told y'all we loved that shit. Broken you was predictable. Broken you was accessible. Broken you was regulating us. You were still orbiting us emotionally. That meant the nervous system was intact. No urgency. No threat. No need to return. You feel me? What creates a narcissist is too much praise or too much abandonment. You feel me? And trauma and child. It's no in between. Mine came from too much praise and being popular. You feel me? Listen. I'm going to tell you this. What actually triggers the memory activation, okay? The return usually happens when something subtle shifts. You stop posting your pain, okay? You stop reacting publicly. You stop reaching out. Your energy flattens. See, you're not loud, you're not dramatic, you're not chasing closure, okay? You're absent without hostility. That's when the narcissistic nervous system panics. Because absence without conflict means this: no leverage, no influence, no emotional hook. And that's when memory turns into action, you heard? That's when memory turns into action. And I'm going to tell y'all why peace feels like abandonment to us. If you got peace, you abandon me. As my old supplier, you're abandoning me, bro. I'm going to tell y'all, look. See, healthy people see peace as growth, okay? Healthy people see peace as growth, okay? Narcissists experience peace as rejection, okay? Listen, because peace means this: you're no longer, like, you no longer need to regulate us. You no longer revolve emotionally around us. You no longer supply validation or reaction. That doesn't feel like independence. It feels like erosion. And narcissists are wired to fight that. Listen, the narcissistic nervous system. I'm about to tell y'all nervous system. I'm about to explain this shit. I'm about to break this shit down like a Christmas tree. Hey, y'all, look. I'm about to break this shit down, man. We got 80 people. Tap the screen. I don't want them to shut the live off when we got 80 people, but they might do this. All right, so tap the screen. Follow me. I'm going to answer y'all questions after this chapter. It's 10 chapters. We on chapter 2. It's a masterclass, okay? I'm going to let some of y'all come up after this. This is the end of chapter 2. Tap that screen, okay? With my mama. Tap that motherfucking screen. All right. You feel me? Y'all ready? I'm about to take a sip of this motherfucking ginger ale. And y'all tap that screen. I'm going to get back into the lesson. And I'm going to answer y'all questions, y'all. I got y'all. If you want to learn, you're in the right place, man. I'm about to say some shit y'all ain't never heard before. Y'all know all our lives. Every time I come on live, it's something you damn near never heard before. Sometimes I might say things you heard that resonate, but I'm always going to make sure it's a new lesson. I don't give a fuck. They ain't never been through a trauma bond, man. That's why I take this serious. If they ain't never been through a trauma bond, don't even talk to them. They ain't even gonna understand your life. They don't know. Let they ass go. They gonna find out. They gonna find out when they meet a demon. All right, y'all. Let me break this down. Y'all ready? I gotta make sure all my students ready. Classes in session, CTU. If y'all ready for this, put a Christmas tree. That's the green light. Y'all know we about to break this shit down like a Christmas tree. I realized I was a nurse. I knew since 5th grade. Shit. I knew I was different. I knew I didn't hurt like other kids. I knew when I hurt somebody, it felt good. I used people on purpose. I knew I could lie as a kid and get what the fuck I want and manipulate my parents early. You feel me? That's how I knew. Shit. You feel me? Now, look. I'm about to break this down like a Christmas tree, y'all. This is the narcissist nervous system, y'all. Explain, okay? This part matters, y'all. See, narcissists operate from a chronically dysregulated nervous system. I'm about to tell y'all, this is how we think, y'all. I'm telling you, this is the thoughts niggas be having. We seek intensity, chaos, reaction, engagement. See, calm feels unfamiliar. Stillness feels unsafe. Distance feels threatening, you know what I'm saying? So when you heal and get energy calm, it disrupts our internal how you say this word? Equilibrium, some shit like that, man. Listen, I'm gonna spell a word. Listen, it's EQUILLIBRIUM. I want y'all to get the words. Fuck it, how it's spelled. Okay, I said it disrupts our internal that word. Okay, look up that word. Yeah, that word. All right, I don't give a fuck if I fuck up these words. You feel me? I just want y'all to make sure y'all get the right words so y'all can look them up. Okay. Now look. Like I said, see, y'all said it right. All right. Now look, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all why the return is rarely loving. When a narcissist return, why is it really loving? See, this is why narcissists don't return with warmth. We return with curiosity tested, low effort reach outs, because the goal isn't connection, okay? Okay, when we reach out, it's to see, are you still emotionally accessible? Do you still react? Do I still matter? If the answer is yes, guess what? Escalation follows. If the answer is no, the withdrawal gonna happen. Okay? Now I'm gonna tell y'all why timing always feels cruel. People say, why come back now when I'm finally okay? Because okay, the okay you threatens the internal story. See, you healing without us means this. We weren't essential. We weren't special. We weren't irreplaceable. That telling me a narcissist I could be replaced. What the fuck? That's narcissistic injury. That hits shame. And shame is the one emotion narcissists cannot sit with. I'd rather die. So instead of processing it, we externalize it by reaching out or trying to find another supply. I know we just can't. We don't just sit. You said say that again. I got you. I'm about to tell y'all. Look, this is why the return is rarely loving. Okay. This is why narcissists don't return with warmth. Okay. We return with curiosity testing, low effort reach outs, because the goal isn't connection. It's to see if this. Are you still emotionally accessible? Do you still react? Do I still matter? If the answer is yes, escalation follows. If the answer is no, withdrawal happens, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all why timing always feels cruel. People say, why come back now when I'm finally okay? Because okay you threatens the internal story. You healing without us means this. We weren't essential. We weren't special. We weren't irreplaceable. And that hits shame. That's narcissistic injury. And shame is the one emotion narcissists cannot sit with. We'd rather die. So instead of processing it, we externalize it by reaching out to you. Or we might get another supply. But we not about to just sit in that bitch and process it. We move on quick as hell. And that's y'all be thinking this we happy. We not fake happy when we another supply. She about to get broken down too. She about to go through this whole love bombing stage. And get broken down like you did. Ain't nobody fucking safe from this shit, man. Listen, this is why we often disrupt milestones. We like to disrupt milestones. Notice this pattern, y'all. Narcissists reappear when you start dating again. Narcissists reappear when you find peace, right? Narcissists want to reappear again when you build your confidence. Narcissists want to reappear again when you create that stability. Not a coincidence, y'all. Milestones highlight less loss of control. I'm going to say that again. All of this shit is strategically planned, y'all. Milestones highlight loss of control. We're going to come back. We're not drawn to your joy. We're reacting to our displacement. I'm like, what the fuck? She doing all this without a nigga? Like, wow. I'm going to tell y'all what this look like in real life, y'all. See, this is why narcissists text you out of nowhere when you're quiet. Subtly wants closure. Acts reflective only after you are detached. Okay? I'm going to say it again. This is why a narcissist tests you out of nowhere when you're quiet. Subtly wants closure. And then acts reflective only after you detach. See, it's not emotional maturity. It's a system panic. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all why engagement feels so strong on your side. See, when we reach out during your healing phase, your nervous system lights up. You think, why now? Maybe they finally get it. Maybe this is different. That reaction is intuition. It's trauma bond chemistry reactivating. Healing lowers cortisol, you heard? Healing lowers cortisol. Re-engagement spikes it. You're going to go back into that bond. Your body confuses intensity with meaning, okay? You feel me, y'all? Now, look. If someone comes back during your healing phase, ask this. Are they respecting my peace? Are they accountable? Are they consistent? If not, that is not love, okay? It's reaction to loss of control. I'm going to say that again for all my empaths and dark empaths, man. My avoidance, all of y'all in here, bro. All of the spiritual. Listen, y'all. I need y'all to hear this, man. Listen. If someone comes back during your healing phase, ask these questions. Are they respecting my peace? Are they accountable? Are they consistent? If not, this is not love, okay? It's reaction to loss of control. You feel me, kings and queens? I need y'all to hear that. Don't forget who the fuck you is. Now look, understand this. Your healing doesn't attract narcissists because it's magnetic. No. It attracts them because it removes their assets. And narcissistic memory becomes pursuit when assets disappears. You know what I'm saying? Why we never come back with accountability and why I've changed, it's almost never real. Okay? This is where a lot of people finally stop waiting because deep down, many of you are still holding on to one hope. Maybe this time they'll take responsibility. Maybe they'll finally understand. Maybe the growth is real now. I need you to hear this without fantasy, okay? Narcissists do not return for repair. We return for assets. We return to break you down like a finish. We return. We return to finish you. We return to break you down like a Christmas tree. I said that too fast, y'all. Y'all know that's my favorite line. Fuck. Y'all know we gonna break you down like a Christmas tree, man. So look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is why accountability is so rare for us. Y'all be like, oh, nigga, never take accountability. I'm about to tell y'all why. Okay? Why accountability is so rare for us. Accountability requires something narcissists really struggle deep. They struggle deeply with. Okay? Sitting with shame, y'all. Real accountability means admitting harm without justification. Accepting loss without cortisol. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledge that someone left because of us, okay? Y'all gotta understand, man. This shit, for narcissistic nervous system, that feels like annihilation. So instead of processing shame internally, we do what we always do. We redirect it outward, okay? Outward. Outward, not inward. And I'm gonna say what we say instead of I'm sorry, y'all. This is what we say instead of I'm sorry. Pay attention to the language narcissists use when they come back, okay? This is why I put this masterclass together for y'all, bro. Cause I'm really trying to break the science down to this shit. Okay? See, when we say, this is what we say instead of I'm sorry. Pay attention to the language narcissists use when they come back. You will rarely hear this. I hurt you. I was wrong. I take responsibility. Instead, you will hear, I've been thinking. I've grown a lot. I'm not the same person anymore. I finally understand things now. Listen, y'all, that sounds reflective, right? That sounds reflective. It sounds mature. But psychologically, it's evasive. Because reflection without accountability is just image repair, okay? Now I'm going to tell y'all why growth talk is so convincing. Like when we do that, okay? Nigga be talking about growth. Narcissists are excellent at learning the language of healing, y'all. Therapy terms, spiritual phases, self-awareness buzzwords. We study what sounds evolve. Why? Because growth talk lowers your guard. Growth talk activates hope. Growth talk makes you doubt your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? It creates the illusion of change without the risk of responsibility. The difference between, I'm going to tell you the difference between insight and integration. Here's something most people don't understand. A narcissist can have insight without integration. Insight means I understand the concept. Integration means my behavior has changed consistently over time without supervision or reward, okay? Most narcissists stop at insight, okay? And insight is I understand the concept. It's different from integration, okay? Most narcissists stop at insight, y'all, because integration requires discomfort. And discomfort is what we avoid at all costs. Y'all know that. Y'all know we avoid discomfort at all costs. And I'm about to tell you why we avoid direct apologies, okay? A real apology does two things, y'all. See, it centers the harmed person and risks rejection. Narcissists don't apologize because an apology puts us below you emotionally. It puts us below you emotionally. And narcissist systems are built to avoid inferiority. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? So instead, we do this. We reframe the story. We highlight our struggles. We imply mutual fault. That keeps us emotionally level or above. Okay? Or above. And I'm going to tell you why we return when you're quiet, not while you're angry. See, notice the pattern, y'all. We don't usually come back when you're confronting us. We come back when you're silent because silence removes emotional engagement but still leaves curiosity. You know what I'm saying? Silence feels safer to approach than anger. Anger threatens exposure. Silence invites testing. You feel me? It's manipulation 101. I'm gonna tell you why we're what we're actually testing when we come back, y'all. Y'all with me? This is what we actually test when we come back, okay? When we reach out after time has passed, we are watching closely. Do you respond quickly? Do you ask questions? Do you sound emotional? Do you soften your tone? If yes, we learn the door isn't closed. If not, we retreat. Not hurt, not sad, just recalibrating, okay? Game planning. I gotta see what the fuck is my next one. I gotta scratch my head like, God damn, what I'm gonna do? Now I'm gonna tell you why this feels different to you, okay? From your side, it feels different because you change. You're calmer. You're more self-aware. You're more regulated. But from our side, the goal hasn't changed. We still want access. We still want relevance. We still want emotional supply. I still want dominance. I still want to finish you. So the contrast between your growth and our stagnation creates confusion. You think, maybe I'm seeing them more clearly now. Sometimes you are. But clarity doesn't make someone accountable, okay? Clarity doesn't make someone accountable, okay? I'm going to tell you why accountability threatens the narcissistic identity, okay? This is the core, y'all. Accountability forces us to admit that we hurt someone who loved us, that we failed the role we depended on, that we are not who we present ourselves to be. That threatens our ego, the false self, the main image, the one you in love with, the fake person. That threatens everything I worked so hard to build, this fake ass image for. Why would I ruin it now? Okay? So instead of accountability, we choose control. Okay? I'm going to tell y'all what this look like in real life, see? This is why narcissists come back reflective but inconsistent. They say the right things but do the same actions. They disappear when boundaries are enforced, blame timing, stress, or circumstances. Not because they don't know better, y'all. It's because knowing better doesn't equal choosing better. You feel me? Knowing better doesn't equal choosing better, man. I told y'all, bro. Crazy. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna guide y'all through this. Look, listen to me. If someone comes back claiming growth, ask yourself this. Are they apologizing without excuses? Are they consistent without pressure? Are they respecting boundaries without resentment? If not, that is not accountability. It's asset seeking with better vocabulary. They just know how to word that shit better. Okay? See. Alright, y'all, look. Understand this. Narcissists don't come back to make things right, okay? We come back to see if we still can. You hear me? And the moment you stop confusing reflection with responsibility, you stop reopening doors that lead to the same pain. Okay? Ask me some questions real quick. I'm going to answer some of y'all questions real quick. And then we're going to get to the next chapter. That was chapter 2. We got 10 chapters. So that was all the chapters long like this. So I hope y'all got your notes ready, bro. If y'all think that chapter was good, wait till we... All these shit's good for real, man. I don't even know which one is the best. They all... For real. Request to come up here, y'all. I'm going to answer 2 questions. And then we're going to get back to the lesson. I want to answer some questions. I can't answer everybody's questions, 90 people. I was going to just read the comments. But I'm going to help as much people we can. Hi, my finally rich. I never wanted about school again. Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me get the audio right. Can y'all hear me? I gotta make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? I'm gonna let y'all ask 2 questions and then we're gonna get back to the chapter, okay? How you doing? Hold on. You can hear me? I'm gonna make sure everybody can hear me, Queen. Thank you for coming up. Appreciate you, Queen. Mic check. If y'all can hear me, put a Christmas tree. I gotta make sure they can hear me on YouTube real quick. Okay.
Okay, so I asked you this question in your last life, but why not just be honest? Like, as a narcissist, like, there are people that enjoy being, like, people like games. Some people enjoy those games. So why not just be honest, or just find the people that enjoy that type of back and forth, rather than, you know what I mean? Like, there's somebody for everybody. So why all the games?
Yep, I get what you're saying. Listen to me. Let me talk to you. I'm gonna tell you why. See, you gotta understand. Listen, your name is Desiree.
It's Desiree.
Great. That's a great question. Listen, it's about who the game works on. You feel me? That's what it's about. You feel me? It's about who the game works on. It's not about enjoying the games. It's about who the game works on. Narcissists don't choose people who like chaos. We choose people who internalize it. You feel me? Listen, people who enjoy toxic back and forth still have boundaries. They argue, they clap back, they detach, they leave. That's not satisfying to a narcissist. We're not looking for someone who likes drama. We're looking for someone who absorbs it. I'm going to tell you the psychology. You listening? See, a narcissist does not want an equal player. We want an emotional mirror. Someone who nervous system reacts. Someone who questions themselves. Someone who tries to fix, explain, prove, or save. See, toxic people who enjoy games don't give us the depth of control. They don't spiral. They don't self-abandon. They don't lose themselves. They play, and then they move on. That's boring to us, to narcissists, you know what I'm saying? What we actually chase is emotional leverage. We watch your eyes change, your soft tone, your confidence drop, your boundaries blur. That tells us we matter, you get what I'm saying? Honesty don't give us that, okay? And here's another truth people don't...
Sorry to interrupt. So just to gain understanding, you're saying that narcissists see themselves in such a small way that they have to bring other people to their level in their mind, like to make them feel how they feel in order to feel over them? Is that what
Yep.
I'm hearing? That is insane to me. Like, that's so sad. So sad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, look. I know it's sad, it's sick. That's why I get on here and tell people like, listen. I'm gonna tell you this. I want to give you a real answer though to your question. In small ways, narcissists see their own smallness, not like consciously, not in words, but in the nervous system. You know what I'm saying? This is how it works. Like, a narcissist carries a split inside. Like there's the inflated self you see, and there's a very old, very small self underneath. You know what I'm saying? That smaller self holds shame, powerlessness, rejection, and fear of being exposed. So we don't go towards people who are grounded, secure, and self-contained, because those people reflect wholeness, and wholeness feels dangerous to us. So instead, we look for people who remind us of our unhealed parts, not because they are small, but because they are open, empathetic, flexible. You know what I'm saying? Understanding, self-questioning it. Those qualities feel familiar to our wounded side, but here's the twist. When the familiar wound gets close, we don't heal, we dominate it. We control what we fear. So yes, okay? You know what I'm saying? Yes, y'all, like, I'm gonna tell y'all, a narcissist, you gotta understand, like, a narcissist will unconsciously try to reduce you, not because you are beneath them, but because your depth highlighted what they couldn't face in themselves. Shrinking you temporarily quiets their inner shame, okay? It's regulation through control. And this is important, okay? A narcissist do not feel powerful next to someone who is secure. They feel exposed. Power comes from contrast. If you're calm, they feel chaotic. If you're consistent, they feel unstable. If you're honest, they feel fraudulent. So they don't bring small people. They bring big-hearted people and slowly make them smaller so they don't feel small themselves. You feel me? That's the real mechanism, y'all. And once you see that, that spell breaks, because you realize the problem was never your worth. It was their inability to sit with their own reflection, y'all. I hope that helped you, Queen. No cap.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for coming up here, D. You always coming up asking great questions. You better stay for the class. No cap.
Thanks.
Appreciate you. What's up, Heather? I'm gonna answer your questions real quick. Give me 2 questions, and then we're gonna get back to the chapter, y'all, the math class. What's up? How you doing,
Okay, good.
Queen?
You can hear me? Okay.
Chat, y'all can hear her?
Yeah. Okay. Um, so I've been through it, but so actually I have experienced post-separation abuse from a narcissist. And
Mm-hmm.
my question is, I've been away from him for over a year, but he knows. My question is, why when they know that you know who they are, like the mask is gone, like I've known everything. I figured everything out. I know everything. And tell me why, even after an entire year, he still hoovers me, stalks me. Like, even though he knows that I know, why would he keep doing that?
Oh man, I got you. You ready for this? Let me talk to you. Because knowing who we are does not remove the need for control. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's the part most people.
Yeah, but I'm never coming back. Like, I'm
Listen, I
literally
got you.
like,
Look. I'm gonna
I'm
break this
never
down to you,
coming
Queen.
back.
Let me break this down to you. Let me break this down to you. Let me break this down to you. Okay? I got you.
Yeah.
Listen to this. That's the part most people understand. See, you think exposure ends it. It doesn't. For many narcissists, especially abusive ones, exposure actually intensifies the obsession. Here's why. When you figure him out, you didn't just have, like, you gotta understand. I told y'all, what I say, y'all. She didn't just leave. You collapsed the false self. That's a narcissistic injury. We're about to die. You saw
Right.
behind it. You saw behind the mask. You named the pattern. You stopped being confused. That creates a narcissistic injury, not closure. And,
Right.
and injuries don't fade with time. You hear me? Listen, I'm gonna tell you why he still hoovers and stalks after a year. Because to him, you represent unfinished dominance. You feel me? You represent unfinished dominance. It's not about getting you back. It's not about that he missed you. It's about restoring power. A narcissist does not need you to be available to hoover you, okay? They need you to still exist as a reference point. If you moved on, heal, or live without fear, that threatens the internal story he tells himself. So he checks, he hoovers, he stalks, not to reconnect, to reassure himself that he still matters, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why he knows you know make it worse. When you know, three things happen inside a narcissist. Number one is shame activates. You saw what he hides from himself. Second thing is control is lost. Confusion was the leash. Awareness cut it. The third thing is entitlement is challenged, okay? He believes he should still have access to you. That combination creates fixation, like not love, not
Right.
longing,
Obsession breed or rejection
exact
breeds obsession.
fixation. Yes. Now, I'm gonna tell you why time doesn't stop it, Queen. Look, time only works when a narcissist replaces the supply fully. If no one has replaced the role you played, you remain the benchmark. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you were emotionally deep, especially if you was stabilizer, especially if you was grounded, especially if you was validated, especially if you the one who saw through his ass. Those supplies are rare, so he circles, okay? Now I'm gonna tell you why stalking is about regulation, not desire, okay? When he watches you, his nervous system settles. That's the ugly truth. It's self-regulation through surveillance, not affection, not attachment, control. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what actually makes it stop. See, not confrontation, not explaining, and not proving you know. What ends is irrelevance at the nervous system level that looks like this: no emotional reactions, no changes when he appears, no visible distress, no acknowledgement, and documentation for safety. Because when stalking continues this long, it's not emotional anymore, it's behavior. He could be malignant. So the most important thing,
Yeah.
it's not happening because you're weak or still bonded, okay? It's happening because you broke the illusion and didn't collapse. That's why you still matter to his ego. Not because he has power, it's but because he lost it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And one more thing. Listen, if someone has a history of abuse and stalking, guess what? Safety comes first. Boundaries are not enough. Structure and documentation matter. That's not fair. That's wisdom, okay? And I hope I helped you, Queen. No cap.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming up here. I'm about to get back into the lesson. Y'all ready, man? No cap. Y'all ready for this? That was the next question. Shout out to the queens up here, man. Appreciate y'all. Take your fucking power back. All right, y'all ready for chapter 3? Put a Christmas tree. Chapter 3. Make sure y'all follow me. Tap the screen, y'all. We in the master class. We got 10 chapters. I'm gonna get into this chapter 3. Then I'm gonna ask more questions. Y'all come back up here. That's how we doing it. Y'all know how we do the lives. All right. I see a lot of my students here. I need y'all to tap that screen non-stop so they won't block us. They will shut the live off on TikTok, y'all. I'm on YouTube and TikTok. I don't want y'all to have to come over to YouTube. In case it do shut off, it's Mir the Chosen 125. It won't shut off if y'all keep tapping the screen, share, repost. They gave me like 3 warnings. It got me solving puzzles and shit. I don't know why, but keep tapping that screen, y'all, so I can get y'all this knowledge. I got y'all. Lock in, y'all. Let's get it. We about to get chapter 3. All right, this shit about to get real dark. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Now, look. Let me go to chapter 3. Shit. I'm in chapter 3. I'm getting money now. I know you heard that. Hold on, y'all. Let me find this shit. These chapters long as hell. God damn. Hold on. I was broke now, rich D nigga salty. Alright, we on chapter 3, right? Chapter 3. Hold on. All the designer on my body got me drip drip. Straight up out there, y'all just have a big crib. I get my rent so my clean like running in dip. But I got rich on all these niggas. I didn't forget back. My bad, y'all. I gotta make sure I got the right one. Hold up. But I got rich on all these niggas. But I got rich on all these niggas. I didn't forget back. I gotta make sure I ain't do chapter 3 yet. I did the ownership recall. But I got rich on all these niggas. I didn't forget back. Hold on, y'all. I gotta fix this. My bad. We got technical difficulties. Give me a second, man. I got y'all though. I'll just make sure I get it right. Don't panic, y'all. It's coming. I gotta make sure I got giving y'all the right lesson. I don't want to give y'all no recycle shit that we said. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I got give y'all the right chapters. You feel me? Cause I gotta walk this shit through. Alright. We did 3. We did 2 chapters, right? Or 3? How much we did, y'all? Shit. It felt like 6 chapters. I don't usually do these long ass classes. Oh my god. 2. So we should be on chapter 3, right? I'm trying to make sure we're on the right chapter. No. I said some shit. I don't want to say the same thing though. Hold on. It's a lot of good knowledge in Alright, y'all. I got y'all. I found it. Let me see. We're gonna do chapter 3, right? Alright. Now this is chapter 3, y'all. We didn't do this one, right? It says, I think I did this. I'll be talking about so much. Sometimes it look like it'd be the same stuff, but it's not. Alright, that's chapter 2. Now chapter 3. Alright, fuck it. We about to just go through it, bro. Even if it's not the right chapter, I don't care. I'm gonna make sure that it's something. It's gotta be. I don't think we did more. We ain't do no more than 6 chapters, bro. We ain't do 6 chapters. Alright, y'all, look. Chapter 3. Did we do this? It says memory is not launching. It's ownership recall. I talked about ownership recall though. Did I talk about ownership recall or no? Like, did I break that shit down to y'all? I know I said it a couple times for the ones that been watching. Do we gotta get in this? Ownership recall. I remember. I don't think I broke it down, right, see ya? I talked about it a couple times. I think we on the right chapter, man. Fuck this. I don't think I did it. Nah, this is the right chapter, bro. Alright. I'm gonna just go through it though. Fuck it. We on chapter 3. We got 10 chapters. I'm going to just run through the rest of these motherfuckers, okay? Even if we went through it already, I don't know. I don't care. But at the end of the day, all this knowledge is going to help. Like, all of this shit. All right, so listen. Fuck it. If y'all ready, put a Christmas tree. I'm about to break this shit down, yo. We about to get back to the master class. I just had to make sure it's structured and organized for y'all. So y'all can get your, if in case y'all got y'all notes and stuff, the ones that actually really be listening. Not y'all niggas with the short attention span. Low conscious. None of that shit. I'm about to go into this motherfucker. I really appreciate your understanding. I appreciate you too. Thank you for watching. If y'all ready, put a Christmas tree. We about to start, man. Give me the green light. I gotta make sure that's I can hear. You said call you. He called you. Don't pick up. Yeah, I know if a nigga call you, he trying to reset the motherfucking cycle. Alright, y'all. I want to get back to this mascot. We got 10 chapters. It's only chapter 3, bro. Alright, y'all. This is memory is not login. It's ownership recall, okay? Ownership recall, y'all. Write this in the chat. This is a word y'all don't really know, but this should be used against you a lot. And you might not know. Alright. Ownership recall. Ownership recall. This chapter is where most people finally stop romanticizing the past, because what you think is missing you is not emotion at all, y'all. It's ownership recall. And that distinction changed everything, okay? Ownership recall. What is ownership recall, okay? Ownership recall actually is, see, healthy longing sounds like I miss who we were. I miss our connection. I miss how we grew together. Narcissistic recall. The narcissistic recall sounds like this. I had asked, I think I did this already, bro. I remember I was saying this. Yo, what the fuck? How many chapters did I read y'all today? What the fuck? Fuck it, y'all. I'm gonna just go through this. Alright. I'm gonna go through it again. I'm gonna go through it again. We did go through this, y'all. We did go through this. What the fuck, bro? Y'all want me to stay on live, bro? Or you want me to come back later? Because this shit, I don't know, bro. You feel me? I got 10 more chapters, bro. Y'all want me to stay here? Or I'll come back later? You feel me? Because I was trying to force this live, bro. I was trying to force this live earlier. I'll probably come back. I want to make sure I got the info for y'all ready, but it's just like, y'all come back later, right? Yeah, I'll come back later. Fuck that. I'll come back later, y'all. Okay. A lot of y'all been here anyway. You'll be at work. Fuck, nah. I want to finish this. We started. I've been here all day. I know some of y'all been listening since chapter 1. You feel me? Hold on, y'all. Fuck it. We gonna get it right. Let me see, man. Cause we just gotta get through. I know I did. That was chapter 3, y'all. Alright, hold on. So we gonna go to chapter. So we just did more chapters than we ever did. Let me find the right chapter there. And I'll just close it out so y'all can get the lesson. I don't want to waste the lesson. I want y'all to hear this shit. If y'all miss it, if y'all leave now, though, I'll upload it later. You feel me? It'll be on YouTube for y'all, so you ain't got to trip. And this lesson will be in CTU to school. But I want to get the whole lesson out there so I could go back and play it on YouTube. This was a good ass live, bro. I was on this bitch for 2-3 hours. Fuck. Did I do this chapter, y'all? Did I say, for the ones that have been listening, did I say why your healing feels like loss to us and triggers the return? Did I do that one? Or nah? I don't know. Some of y'all remember, some of y'all don't. It's chapter 4. I did that, Nadia? All right, thank you, Nadia. I love you. See, Nadia paying attention. All right, now next chapter. I think we on chapter. Damn, we better not be on chapter 7, bro. Chapter 5. Why we never come back with accountability, and why our change is almost never real. Did we do that one, Nadia? I want to make sure I got the right chapter. We did that. God damn. Hold on, let me see. What the fuck? That's 5. We just did 6. I was running through that motherfucker. Shit. Did I do this one? This is chapter 6. Why being remembered makes us more dangerous, not more loving. Did I do that one? Remember, it's 10 chapters, and it's a bonus chapter too, y'all. We damn sure ain't do the bonus chapter. We ain't do this one? I think we on chapter 6, y'all. Shit. And thank you, Nadia, for your great memory. Shit. Because I damn sure wasn't paying attention. All right, y'all, look. That's why I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all ready for this? We ain't do this one. I need y'all to hear this shit. It only get better, y'all. Like, that's why I ain't want to get off, because it's like, bro, this shit y'all about to hear. Listen, y'all. Pay attention. All right. This is chapter 6, y'all, okay? Now, y'all remember this. Remember this chapter, bro, so we won't have this problem again, y'all. All right? Now, this is why being remembered makes us more dangerous, not more loving, okay? See, this chapter is where a lot of people finally stop romanticizing memory, y'all. Okay, because here's the truth most people never hear. When a narcissist remembers you deeply, it does not soften us. It sharpens us, okay? You know what I'm saying? Memory doesn't make us tender. Memory makes us defensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to tell y'all why memory triggers threat, not affection. You hear me? This is why memory triggers threat, not affection. In healthy attachment, memory brings warmth. It brings reflection. It brings grief that slowly integrates. In narcissistic attachment, memory brings exposure. Because certain people in our past don't just represent connection, y'all. You hear me? Certain people in our past don't just represent connection. They represent moments where the mask slipped, moments where control weakened, moments where we were seen more clearly than we wanted, okay? So when we remember you, we're not thinking I love them. We were feeling they saw too much. They matter too much. They know something about me. That's not, you gotta understand, that doesn't create like longing. It creates a threat. I'm gonna tell y'all why the ones we remember are the ones we can't control no more. Okay, see, the people who stay in our memory the longest are usually the ones who eventually questioned us. They're usually the ones who eventually pulled away. They're usually the ones who eventually grew stronger. They're usually the ones who stopped overfunctioning. Those people disrupt the narrative. And narcissists don't fear loss the way healthy people do. We fear loss of control, y'all. So when memory activates, it often comes with subtle aggression, not always loud, sometimes polite, sometimes reflective, sometimes nice. But underneath it, it needs to reassert position. And I'm about to tell you why re-entry is often colder the second time. See, people say he came back after... No, y'all say what they say? People say he came back, but he felt colder. They say she reached out, but it felt detached. They say they weren't the same. That's not your imagination, y'all. When narcissists return after time pass, we often detach faster and devalue quicker, y'all. Why? Because memory brings shame. And shame makes us narcissists emotionally ruthless. Told y'all, we're rather die to sit in that emptiness. So instead of opening up, we withhold, we test, we pull power moves, we control the pacing. The second entry isn't about connection, y'all. It's about restoring hierarchy. This dictatorship, man. Okay? Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm going to tell y'all why the old supply... I'm about to tell you why the old supply becomes a threat to the false self, okay? To the false self. Y'all listening? Let's see. What the fuck? Hold on. Could y'all hear me, y'all? Alright. Like I said, this is why the old supply becomes a threat to the false self. Why the old supply becomes a threat to the false self, okay? Tap the screen, y'all, while I'm talking. Please, y'all. Please tap the screen so they won't block us. They keep giving me yellow shits and warning, okay? Here's something people don't realize, okay? You aren't remembered because you are weak. You remember because you were strong enough to matter. Strong enough to regulate us. Strong enough to stabilize chaos. Strong enough to reflect identity. This is why. You feel me? This is why I remembered you. But strength also means you hold evidence. Evidence of who we were behind the mask. See, so when we remember you, there's a conflict inside of us. Part of us wants the relief you once provided. You hear me? Part of us wants that relief that you once provided. Another part of us wants to neutralize the threat that you represent. See the difference? That tension often turns into cruelty. And I'm about to tell you why we may try to humble or diminish you. This is where things get real dark. If a narcissist remembers you and feels exposed by that memory, one of the ways we protect ourselves is by reducing you. So we may devalue your growth. We may downplay your importance. We may act different. We may rewrite the story. Not because you did something wrong, y'all. Because your existence challenges our self-image. Lowering you mentally helps us feel safer. You know that? Lowering you mentally helps us feel safer. I'm about to tell you why smearing often follows memory activation. This is why smearing often follows memory activation. This is why some narcissists smear old patterns years later. Not because they're obsessed, because the memory resurface and trigger insecurity. Smearing is not about you, y'all. It's about controlling the narrative so the memory feels less threatening. If we can convince ourselves and others that you were crazy, dramatic, or nothing special, guess what? Then the memory loses power. Okay? Now I'm about to tell you why being remembered can escalate into obsession. You know that? Why being remembered can escalate to obsession. In some cases, memory doesn't just bring threat. It brings fixation, especially if you healed, especially if you detach, especially if you became unavailable, especially if you stop reacting. Now the narcissistic system can't reconcile two things. You feel me? I remember them, they don't need me. That contradiction can create obsession, not love, y'all. It's control seeking. And I'm about to tell y'all what this looks like in real life, see. This is why narcissists reappear just to destabilize you, to finish you off. This is why they reach out to disappear. This is why they trigger emotions then vanish. This is why they get hostile when ignored. They are trying to resolve internal tension, y'all, not connect. They're trying to resolve internal tension, not reconnect, okay? And I'm about to tell y'all why this is so dangerous to trauma bonded people, y'all. If you're trauma bonded, this phase is especially risky because the return feels significant. You think if they remember me, it must mean something. What it means is that the nervous system was activated, y'all, not healed. Now look, if someone comes back years later and the energy feels cold, testing, detached, or power focused, that's not emotional growth. That's defensive reentry. You're safe. You gotta understand your safety now comes from non-participation, y'all. Not understanding, okay? Your safety now comes from non-participation and not understanding. Listen, y'all. When a narcissist remember you deeply, it doesn't make us loving. It makes us protective of our image, our control, and our story. And the safest move you can make is not curiosity, y'all. It's distance. Okay? Remember that. Alright, that was chapter 6. Now, request to come up here. I'm gonna answer y'all questions, okay? I'm about to answer 2 more questions for y'all. Come up here, y'all can ask 2 questions, and we're gonna get to the next chapter. Alright. I'm getting money now. I know you heard that. Young nigga on the corner, bitch, I had to serve crack. Cut off the grade and I gave my bitch a new coupe. Are y'all ready? Let me see. I want to come up here and talk. Request to join here. I'm going to let y'all 2 questions before we get to the lesson. I got y'all. Feel me? I know some of y'all got a question. I'm going to decode this shit for y'all real quick. Break it down like a Christmas tree. Cut off that grain and I gave my bitch a new coupe. Maybe I am one. I'm a self-aware narcissist. I am. What are you? Shit. At least I ain't hiding. Y'all be hiding. Y'all be living triple lives. We live triple lives too, but shit, at least I'm honest. You feel me? No cap. Alright, y'all, look. I'm about to just get into chapter 7, bro, so I can finish this lesson. This is why the return hits your body before it hits your mind, okay? Pay attention. Masterclass, y'all. Listen. Yeah, I be trying to be a better man, bro. Don't worry. The real ones see it. The real energy, the real kings and queens, they see it, man. I ain't got to expose nothing to these fake-ass people. They be hiding more shit than I hide, and I expose myself every day. You feel me? So we ain't tripping. Now, look. I'm going to tell y'all. This is chapter 7. Why the return hits your body before it hits your mind, okay? You know what I'm saying? This chapter explains something most therapists never tell you, okay? Let me tell y'all. When a narcissist returns, their reaction is not emotional first, y'all, okay? I'm about to break down psychology. When a narcissist returns, it's not emotional first, it's biological. That's why people say, I don't even know why I care. I felt it in my chest. My hands started shaking. I knew better, but my body reacted. See, that's not weakness, y'all, when they say that. It's programming. That's programming, that's conditioning. Everything you want to fucking say in the book. Okay? Now, look. I'm going to tell y'all. Why trauma bonds live in the nervous system and not the heart. Trauma bonds live in the nervous system, y'all, not in the heart. You don't love him, okay? Now, look. It's literally neurological imprinting. Write that word down too. Look up that word. Shit. Okay? Neurological imprinting, y'all. This is what it is. The trauma bond. I'm breaking it down. It hits your nervous system, not the heart. Your nervous system learned that love equals anxiety, that connection equals unpredictability, that relief equals indeterminate reward. Okay? So when a narcissist returns, your body doesn't ask, is this safe? It asks, is this familiar? And familiarity feels like home to a dysregulated system. That familiarity is what hooks you, not because you love them. Feel me? Listen. The bond trains your body to do this. This is what the bond did. It trains your body to brace for everything. It's the brace. Wait. It trained you to hope. The bond trained you to freeze. It trained you to perform. So the moment the narcissist reappears, your nervous system prepares for impact. Not reunion, y'all. Impact. Okay? Impact. Now, I'm going to tell you why the return feels like a drug relapse. Let me be honest. Trauma bonds behave like addiction. The narcissist was the source of stress and the source of relief. Literally. That's what you're dealing with when you're in a trauma bond. You're literally dealing with somebody that's the source of the stress and the source of relief. And we just know when to pull on the strings. And we never going to let you go. So, like I said, that creates a loop right there. When they return, your brain releases dopamine, cortisol, and adrenaline at the same time. That chemical cocktail creates intensity. People confuse intensity with love. It's not, y'all. It's activation. You feel me? Activation. Now I'm about to tell you why silence after the return hits more than the final, like the first discard. Why silence after the return hits more than the first discard. Y'all know that? This is something people never expect. The second silence often hurts worse, y'all. Why? Because the return reactivated hope without repair. You know what I'm saying? The nervous system goes this. They came back. Something changed. Maybe this time. And then silence hits. And now your body crashes. That crash is not heartbreak, y'all. It's withdrawal. That's withdrawal right there, okay? Listen, I need y'all to understand why you feel younger when they come back. You feel younger when they come back. People say, I feel like I reverted. I feel small again. I feel like the old me. That's because trauma bonds lock memory at the age of impact. When a narcissist returns, your nervous system reopens that file. You don't respond as your current self. You respond as the version of you that learned to survive dumb. You get what I'm saying? I'm about to tell y'all why logic fails. Logic always gonna fail during this phase. Okay? Like, I gotta understand, man. Like, hold up. Fucking dumbass shit. My bad, y'all. Give me a second. This is how I grew up. I want your average. Daddy, you want that? So the streets made me a savage. Alright, y'all. Like I'm saying. What the fuck? Okay. Listen, y'all. This is why logic fails during this phase, okay? Because logic not going to help. People be thinking y'all crazy. You're not crazy, man. Look. Because this is why, look. This is why people be telling y'all, block them. This is why advice like, just block them. Just move them. Move on. Leave them. Be strong. All this shit. That doesn't work. Because logic doesn't regulate trauma. Safety does. And your nervous system hasn't learned safety yet. You know what I'm saying? Your nervous system hasn't learned safety yet, y'all. I'm about to tell y'all why some people break no contact after months or years. This is important. I'm telling y'all why y'all do this. Why they break no contact after months or years. Okay? See. Hold on. Why my lives like that? What's good, bro? I ain't mean to invite you, dog. I'm teaching. You watching? Who the fuck is this? Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? I don't know where he came from, y'all. What the fuck? I'm trying to disconnect this shit. What the fuck wrong with TikTok? Yo, TikTok been crashing lately, bro. They won't let me kick him out. Hey, bro, thank you. In that shit. Hold on, let me just make sure. I don't want nobody interrupting the live like that no more. On my mama. I'm trying to switch the box. Alright. Shit, stupid. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me, y'all? I'm about to go take a piss. Give me a second. Type the screen and follow me, and then we're gonna get to this next chapter. Alright, I gotta pee real quick. Oh, my mama. Fuck. Why these niggas crying on my phone? So about I had that. Yeah, I had that. Cry fast and saved you. Damn.
still here, so
Ooh.
the kids, they're on a delay.
Their bus will end up coming at 8:42.
Just make them go at the same time.
Okay, so 8:30.
Mm-hmm. If they're up now already. Okay. They're not serving breakfast though, so y'all eat something. Okay. Try to be quiet. Try not to look on outside. Till trip is 5 minutes.
Why these niggas crying? I'm back, y'all. Give me a second. I'm about to get into this shit, man. Y'all need to listen to this shit, no cap. About to get real critical. Damn. And my phone's about to die too, y'all. But we're gonna get through these last chapters. I got y'all, man. CTU. Hey, let me ask y'all this. Who fucking with these? Who like y'all like these type lives? With my empaths and dark empaths, my real learners, who actually like these type classes, like these shits? Cause then we'll do more of them if y'all do. Cause I be trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna tell y'all, like how I'm gonna tell y'all shit. I got so much info to put out there. I just want to know what y'all like. You feel me? I just want to know like what y'all like. You feel me? And we're gonna do more of what y'all like and what y'all want and need. Feel me? And that's gonna make this shit easier for me to create it for y'all. I'm a content creator, so I gotta come up with creative ideas and stuff to put in for y'all in a way y'all can understand too. Like, it's a lot psychology. It's a lot of psychology. Alright, y'all ready for this? Let's go. Your TikTok just updated again. What the fuck? Alright. Tap the screen, y'all. Let's get it. Alright, y'all. This is why some people break no contact after months or years, okay? Because this is important, y'all. Okay? Breaking no contact after long periods is not failure, y'all. It's often delayed conditioning. The bond was quiet, not gone. You feel me? That's why you did that. The bond was quiet, not gone. And when a narcissist reappears, it gets triggered. You know what I'm saying? This is why people relapse after they feel better. You feel me? You're not crazy. I'm going to tell y'all why narcissists sense this window. We can sense that. Here's the part people don't like hearing. Narcissists often return when you're calmer. They often return when you're stable. You know what I'm saying? They often return when you're detached. You know what I'm saying? They often return when you stop chasing. You know what I'm saying? When you stop chasing. Why? Because your guard is down, y'all. Your nervous system isn't in fight or flight anymore, fight mode anymore. That makes you more, like, permeable. They feel it. What you must do when the body reacts, okay? This is critical guidance, okay? When the body reacts, do not act. No explaining, no clarifying, no confronting. Listen, no processing with them. You got to regulate first. Regulate. You regulate first. That means breathing. That means grounding. That means movement. That means time. Okay? Decisions made during activation are almost regretful. Almost always fucking regretful, for real. 90%. And I'm about to tell y'all why writing, but not sending to its power. I tell y'all all the time. Why writing, but not sending its power, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all why. This is where people regain control. When the urge hits, Write everything, say everything, but send nothing. This allows the nervous system to discharge without reopening the wound. Power is not silence, y'all. Power is containment, okay? Containment. Contain yourself. Regulate yourself, okay? Now, this is why this phase is the turning point, because if you survive this chapter without re-engaging, something shifts permanently. I need to get this, bro. I need to get this. You heard me? If you survive this chapter without re-engaging, something shifts permanently. Your body learns this. They come back. I didn't collapse and I survived. And that's when the bond weakens. Not when you understand them. The bond don't weaken when you understand them. It's when your body learns safety without them. Okay? It's deep. Psychological. Trauma bonds are biological. Okay? Now look. Listen. If someone returns, shakes your body, it doesn't mean they're your person, okay? It means your nervous system remembers danger mixed with relief. And that's not love, y'all. That's conditioning. Okay? That's chapter 8, y'all. You feel me? Y'all ready for no, that was chapter 7. My bad. That was chapter 7. We on chapter 8 next. I'm gonna answer some more questions. Request to come up here and join and ask me some questions, okay? And I'll answer some. And then we gotta get to the next 2 chapters. If y'all wanna ask me a question real quick. If not, if y'all wanna go to the next chapter, just let me know. Don't request to come up if you ain't got no profile picture. I'm not accepting somebody with a Patrick profile, bro. Come on, you know that's trolling me. Who want to talk to Patrick? You feel me? I want to fucking talk to an AI. I gotta fix that. I get trolls all day, every day. I don't know that. I can't tell. All right, yo, we about to get to the next chapter. All right. I don't see I got questions. Now look. Let's get it. Lock in. I need y'all to hear this chapter, y'all. It's 10 chapters to this chapter 8. This is a bonus. No, this is not the bonus chapter, but there is a bonus chapter. All right, but this is why we escalate after no contact and why you don't see it coming, okay? What's your question, Cash? Why y'all? I told y'all to request to come up here and ask me 2 questions. Y'all want to type. Y'all book a call or something. Or just come up here and ask me some questions for free, literally. I said y'all can ask 2 questions. Y'all typing. It's 90, 80 people in this motherfucker. You want me to read 1 comment? Don't you know chat crazy? I am paying attention to YouTube. What y'all saying, YouTube? Y'all not talking. You say I'm self-centered? Yeah, I choose and what not to respond to. Like, nothing in this chat could mess up me and my emotions. I pick and choose to what I respond to, like, even if it's negative or positive. You can't let these motherfuckers get to you, feel me? Only thing that I be getting mad about is when y'all don't tap that motherfucking screen because they block our page. And they try to give us warnings, so I need y'all to keep us in the green. That's it. All right, this is why we escalate. Y'all ready for this? Put a Christmas tree. I'm about to get into the lesson, so I can finish these last 2 for y'all. I'm gonna get this out. I'll be on one-on-ones all day. Some of y'all ask for my booking page link. If you want to book a one-on-one, message me on TikTok, and I'll see my booking page link and my availability for today. Shannon, ready? I know Shannon ready. Shut up. All right, y'all. This is why we escalate after no contact and why you don't see it coming, okay? Most people think escalation means yelling, threats, or chaos. That's wrong. Real escalation happens after silence, after distance, after you look calm, after you look healed. That's when we change tactics. You know that? That's when the nigga change tactics. I'm going to tell y'all why no contact is not the end for us, okay? No contact does not feel like a loss to us. It feels like defiance. It feels like you slipped out of my control. You stopped responding to my nervous system. You stopped feeding a loop. That creates something dangerous. Not heartbreak. It's wounded entitlement. And I'm going to tell you why we don't come back loud anymore. You hear me? Early on, we come back dramatic. Apologies, tears, grand gestures. But after no contact, we come back quiet because loud tactics failed. So we switch to coincidence, casual check-ins. I just wanted to see how you doing. Indirect contact, third-party messages. You know what I'm saying? That's not growth, y'all. This is that's strategy. And I'm going to tell you why subtly is more effective than aggression. Why subtly is more effective than aggression. Aggression alerts your defenses, okay? Subtly bypasses them. You know what I'm saying? When we come back calm, polite, almost indifferent, your nervous system releases. And release, you got to understand. I mean, I said, I'm going to make sure I read this right, my bad. I'm going to get these words right, bro. I be reading too fast. Because I'm used to talking fast, and I'm used to not reading this shit. But since I'm reading, I'm going to slow it down for y'all, okay? Now, look. Like I said, aggression starts your defenses. Subtly bypasses them. When we come back calm, almost indifferent, your nervous system relaxes. And relaxed nervous systems are easy to enter, okay? That's the goal. And I'm about to tell you why we test before we take. Why we test before we take. We never rush in after no contact. We test first. We look for response time. We look for tone changes. We look for emotional leakage. We look for curiosity. We look for softening. One reaction tells us everything. You don't need to explain, okay? Your body already answered. You know what I'm saying? Your body already answered. And I'm about to tell you why nice is not safe, y'all. This part confuses people the most. They say, he was so respectful. She didn't cross boundaries. They were calm this time. That's because respect is used as camouflage. We're not trying to dominate yet. We're checking access. That's why I'm being nice. I'm checking. I'm about to tell you why we use familiar language. We reuse old jokes. We reuse shared memories. We reuse inside phrases. Why? Because memory bypasses logic, y'all. Memory bypasses logic. Your brain doesn't go, this is dangerous. It goes, this is known. This feels familiar. And that lowered resistance, okay? Now I'm about to tell you why we escalate when you stay calm. Here's the truth. If you don't react, escalation doesn't stop. It changes form, okay? We may increase indirect contact. We may show up where you'll see us. We may post things meant for you. We may use mutual connections. We may manufacture urgency. Silence frustrates us, but calm detachment threatens us. And I'm about to tell you why control after no contact is psychological, not emotional. At this stage, it's not about love or attention. It's about reasserting influence. It's about reclaiming position. It's about restoring hierarchy. You stepping away broke the old order. That must be corrected, okay? And I'm about to tell you why some returns feel different. People say they felt different this time. They seemed self-aware. They were softer. That's what y'all say. That's intentional, y'all. We mirror growth. Not because we changed. Because you did. Since you changed, I gotta change too. You feel me? I'm gonna say that again, y'all. I want y'all to hear me. Why some returns feel different? Because people say they feel different this time. They say they seem self-aware. They say they were softer. That's intentional, y'all. We mirror growth. Not because we changed, because you changed. Why we target moments of vulnerability, y'all. This is why we often return when you're stable but tired. When you're healing but lonely. We often return when you're strong but open. Or when you're doing well but quiet. But you quiet, you feel me? Not when you're weak, when you're unguarded. Okay? Now I'm about to tell you why the second bond can be stronger. That second bond. This part is real dangerous. The second bond feels deeper because you already know the pain. You believe you're smarter now, right? You think you can handle it. That creates false confidence, y'all. And false confidence lowers defenses. Okay? When you false confident, it lower your defenses. You think you got it together when you don't. And that's okay. That's not your fault. Even everybody get false confident. That's with anybody, any human. I'm breaking down psychology. Remember, this is education purpose only. I'm here to teach y'all. Now look, I'm gonna tell y'all why this phase is the most manipulative. Okay, early manipulation is chaotic. This phase is calculated because we already know your triggers. We already know your values. We already know your guilt points. We already know your compassion. Now we just refine. What you must do when subtle escalation starts, y'all. This is critical. You do not confront. You do not explain. You do not clarify. You tighten access, not communication. That means less availability, less response, less emotional rage. Boundaries without speeches. You hear me? Boundaries without speeches. Somebody put that in the comments, bro. For all the empaths and the dark empaths so they can see this. Boundaries without speeches. We don't want to hear that shit. Listen, I'm about to tell you why silence plus structure is power, okay? Silence alone triggers escalation, okay? Silence with structure shuts the door. You feel me? It shuts the door. You know what I'm saying? Jamaica, what's up? She ready to learn. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all why silence plus structure is power, okay? Silence triggers escalation. Silence with structure shuts doors. Structure means this: predictable routines, limited channels, third-party boundaries, okay? Documented communication, okay? This removes emotional leverage. So you give too many speeches? Yes, don't. Let her know. Let Hope walk. Wait, no, that's sis right there, y'all. Let her know. Tell her again. Boundaries without speech. She's learning. Remember, y'all, we not here to bash. Now I'm about to tell you why the escalation eventually stops, y'all. Not because we understand, okay? Y'all think a nigga just because of escalation stop? Because he understand now? No. It's because access is gone. Narcissistic behavior collapses without feedback, okay? Narcissistic behavior collapses without feedback. No feedback equals no fuel. Write that down in the comments. I'll tell y'all to write this down because y'all be helping people when y'all write stuff in the comments, man. Write that down, y'all. No feedback equals no fuel, okay? Somebody in the comments need to see that, okay? Now, if someone comes back calmer after no contact, don't assume healing, okay? Assume refinement. And refinement is more dangerous than chaos, you heard? Yes. Feel me? You feel me? No feedback, no feel. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Remember them lines, y'all. I tell y'all to remember them lines for a reason. I write it out for y'all on purpose. I tell y'all to write it on purpose so it can get in your brain. Psychology. This is that was chapter 8. Y'all got more questions? If somebody want to come up and ask me a question, ask me 2 questions, man. I'll let you come up and ask me 2 questions. Real quick, man. And then I'm about to get back into the net. We got 2 more chapters. Well, 3. We got a bonus chapter. And then we done. Alright. You just be schooling me so good for months now. You a student of the fucking gang. You feel me, man? You making me a proud teacher. Thank you. I just be confirming everything you already know. You feel me? Look, I love to see y'all learning and remember it and applying this shit to y'all real life, because that's what I put all this shit put together for. So when I post something or come on here, I try to come on here. Like if I come on tomorrow, I'm trying to give y'all something that you can apply today, now. Like not no motherfucking 2022. I'm talking about no feedback, no fuel, you feel me? Alright, Naughty, what's up, Queen? I'm gonna answer some of your questions. Could she hear me? Hold on, Nadia, hold on. Hold up. Can you hear me, Queen?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Not really.
Hold on. This should be acting dumb, bro.
Hello? Can't hear you.
Fuck. I need to get a new mic, bro. Alright. Can you hear me? Shit.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Fuck. I need to get a new mic. Thank you for your patience, Nadia. God damn. Hey,
No
you can
problem.
hear me?
Yes.
What's up? Talk to me.
So my question is that when a narcissist continues on cheating, is that he's looking for another victim or what? Because once you do that, you keep coming back because obviously something over there failed, right?
Yeah, you said if he's cheated, is he looking for another victim? That's your question?
And
Listen,
then he keeps coming back if something doesn't work out over there.
he keep coming back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I need you to pay attention to this. It's a great question. Listen,
Because there's also kids involved and he manipulates them too. Like, oh, your mom don't want me back, or is your mom okay? Like, you have no contact, I don't talk, I don't text, nothing. And he starts spiraling. Like, he starts like, oh my God, why is she not answering?
I got you. Listen to me, Queen. Let me talk to you real quick. I'm gonna paint this. Listen, because you said if a narcissist continue cheating, if you're looking for another victim and keeps coming back, does that mean it ain't work with the other person? Okay. Yes, but not in the way people assume. Okay. When a narcissist keeps cheating, cycling partners, and coming back, it doesn't automatically mean the other person didn't work out. It means no one ever works the way the narcissist needs them to. Okay? Here's the psychology. A narcissist does not look for a partner, they look for regulation. I told y'all. Regulation. They're trying to stabilize their identity through external validation, so they rotate.
Even if you expose them, because I've exposed them.
Exposing is worse. You still telling me I care. You're telling me you care about me if you expose me. I told y'all. Pay attention to these lessons, y'all. Don't expose us, okay? Listen, expose make you give me more fuel now. I'm gonna call you more because you trying to expose me. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, like I said, a narcissist does not look for a partner. They look for regulation. So they rotate, not because you weren't enough, not because the new person failed, but because the new single person. It's like nobody. I want to say it like this: nobody. We never satisfy. No single person can permanently regulate a fragmented self. You feel me?
So, okay, one more thing.
Yeah.
Um, Even in before they weren't doing none of this, like no cheating, no hiding, no, like everything was in the open, and all of a sudden they go to this. Like, why?
That's the mask coming out. We good at hiding. I'ma say. Listen. I told we never go short. I can't just cheat on you at first. I might be cheating on you at first, but you ain't gonna
I
know.
mean,
You ain't gonna
15
know.
years and then
I'm gonna tell you this, Queen. Let me talk to you. Don't cut me off, okay? I want you to hear this. Now look, a narcissist can go years without cheating or lying like that and then suddenly flip. That doesn't mean they become a different person overnight. It means a phase change internally. Here's what's really happening, see. When a narcissist is getting enough regulation from one source, they can appear loyal. They can appear calm, even principled. When we getting that enough regulation from a supply, especially if the relationship is feeding their image, stability, or status. You get what I'm saying? But narcissism isn't about morals. It's about, I tell y'all, about narcissism is nothing about it's all about regulation. Okay? When something shifts inside of them, and it can be boredom, ego injury, loss of control, feeling challenged, feeling seen, feeling exposed. So the old structures stop working. So they adapt. Cheating and lying don't start because of attraction. They start because the narcissist feels emotionally dysregulated. So instead of addressing that internally, they outsource it. They look for novelty, validation, power, escape. That's why it can feel like sudden to you, but inside them, it's building quietly. So here's the key truth that most people miss. See, a narcissist doesn't cheat because they want someone else. They cheat because they want to avoid accountability and discomfort, okay? Lying is not about deception. It's about protecting the false self. So when they suddenly start lying, it usually means one of these three things. They no longer feel admired the same way. They feel control or challenged, or they sense the dynamic shifting out of their favor. Cheating becomes a way to rebalance power. You know what I'm saying? And this is important. The fact they didn't cheat before does not mean they were safe. It means the conditions hadn't triggered his behavior yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because we're living very comfortable, got it?
So yeah, narcissistic traits are context activated. Stress, power shifts, exposure, intimacy, aging, loss, children, responsibility. Any of these could flip the switch, okay? That's why people say he changed, she changed. No, the environment changed. You feel me? See,
And the atmosphere and the behavior of the other person.
See, what you seeing is not a betrayal of who they were. It's a reveal of who they are under pressure. You know what I'm saying? So if someone says they never cheated before and then suddenly started lying, the honor answer is this. They were regulated before, and then they weren't. And instead of repairing, they escape. That's not growth. That's fragmentation. So cheating doesn't mean they found someone better, okay? It means they lost access to how they used to feel invisible. It's like, I'm going to say it like this, like, cheating, because I get this every day, and I need you to hear this, like, it doesn't mean like they found someone better. It means they lost access to, like, how they used to feel inside of themselves. Like, we don't love ourselves. I tell you this, all that shit I used to do was fake. You know what I'm saying?
So they never can come back. Like, they'll never be normal, ever.
You mean change? You gonna be hoping. Don't wait for that. I was forced to change by karma. Karma and death, damn near 6-7 times in my story. You feel me? So, I won't give you that false hope. I will lie to you. Y'all know I'm all about the truth. Did I help you though, Queen? I hope I did.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Nadia. You the fucking GOAT. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
Don't forget who you is. Alright, yo, we about to get back into this, what chapter we on? Who been paying the fucking attention? Tell us my story. Go. I got books. I got like 9 books. I got whatever y'all want to know, man. It's out there. Y'all got to do the research. Y'all want to know about me, man. My followers, though. People watch me every day. People always trying to figure me out. I got some info out there for y'all. My followers who watch me, they know about me, bro. We on chapter 8. We on chapter 8, right? Put a Christmas tree if y'all ready for chapter 8. Mom finally rich, I probably won't go back to school. Why these niggas crying on my phone? Talk about I had that. Let me go to chapter 8. Is it chapter 8 or 9? God damn. Are we on chapter 8 or 9? Y'all sure we on chapter 8? Or we on, no, I think it's chapter 9, y'all. I don't think y'all be paying attention. It's 9, right? No, you should know. Your memory A1. No, you said 8? 8 or 9? Alright, 8 was... Let me see. Because 8 was this, y'all. Let me tell you we did this one. Shit. 8 was why we escalate after no contact and why you don't see it coming. Alright, we did that one. So we on 9. We on 9. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Y'all ready for this? If y'all ready for 9, put a Christmas tree. This is why some of us never come back and why that hurts more than the Hoover. Because some of y'all be wanting us to Hoover. So Hoovers when we come back to finish you. I ain't gonna lie. You don't want us to do that either. Alright, y'all. Now look. This is why some of us never come back and why that hurts more than the Hoover. See, This chapter breaks an illusion most people secretly hold. The illusion is this: if they don't come back, maybe I meant nothing. That's not the truth, y'all. And this misunderstanding keeps people emotionally frozen for years. No cap. See, I'm going to tell y'all why not coming back is not peace. When we start, like, you're going to understand, when we don't come back, people assume one or two things. Either we healed or we moved on happily. That shit's fake. Both are wrong. Not returning is often not peace. It's containment. I got to contain this. Why we sometimes decide you're too dangerous, okay? See, there's one category of a person we do not like returning to, okay? The one who saw through the pattern. The one who stayed calm without explaining. The one who didn't chase clarity. The one who didn't beg. The one who didn't collapse, okay? That person disrupts our internal narrative. You didn't play the role, and that makes you unpredictable. We hate being unpredictable, okay? I'm going to tell you why some of you trigger narcissistic shame, y'all. Shame is not sadness for us. Shame is identity threat. If you reflect back something we don't want to see, like accountability, loss of control, exposure, or moral contrast, we don't try to fix that. We avoid it. Accountability, loss of control, exposure, moral contrast, we don't try to fix that. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you why silence from us can mean you won. This part confuses people. They think, if I won, why does it hurt so much? Because winning against a narcissist doesn't feel like celebration, y'all. You know that? You beat a narcissist, you're not going to be celebrating, throw a fucking fiesta. It feels like no closure, no apology, no explanation, no acknowledgement, okay? But internally, silence is often admission. We don't return when returning would require us to face ourselves, okay? Now I'm going to tell you why we choose easy supply instead. We don't always go back to the strongest bond. We go back to the easiest one. Someone who reacts fast, someone who forgives quickly, someone who explains themselves, someone who overemphasizes, someone who tries to understand every fucking thing. Not because they're better, because they're safer. That's why we go after y'all. And I'm going to tell you why your growth can end this cycle permanently, y'all. This is why your growth can end this cycle permanently. I told y'all, bro. Listen. Growth is not loud, y'all. Growth is not speeches. Growth is emotional neutrality. When you stop needing us to validate what you already know, there's nothing to pull on. No thread. No leverage. No entry point. I'm about to tell y'all why some of us monitor from afar. This is why some of us monitor from afar, okay? Even when we don't return, we often watch, okay? Quietly, though. Even when we don't return, we often watch quietly. Stories, mutuals, patterns, not to reconnect, but to regulate our ego, to reassure ourselves, I could if I wanted to. That's enough. And I'm going to tell you why no Hoover is often a final discard. Y'all heard me? Why no Hoover is often the final discard. People think discard requires words. It doesn't. Silence is the cleanest discard. No drama, no mess, no vulnerability, just absence. Okay? And why this hurts strong people the most, see? Strong people don't collapse. They think, they analyze. You feel me? Like I said, strong people don't collapse. They think, they analyze, they replay, they internalize, they ask, what did I miss? Was it real? Why was I different? See, the pain is cognitive, not emotional. And I'm going to tell you why waiting keeps you bonded now. This is why waiting keeps you bonded, okay? Listen. Here's the trap. As long as you're waiting for something that never comes, you are still attached. Closure is not something we give. Closure is something you take. You know that? Closure is not something we give. Closure is something you take. What it actually means if we never come back. See, it usually means one of these three things if we never come back. Number one is you saw us too clearly. Number two is you didn't need us anymore. Number three is you will require accountability. And you know I'd rather die for that. Accountability is something we avoid at all costs. So don't ever think you're getting that. Now I'm going to tell you why this is the most dangerous phase for you, okay? Because nothing is happening on the outside, but everything is happening inside of you. Your nervous system is still scanning. Your mind is still narrating. Your heart is still processing. Healing stalls here if you don't understand this phase, okay? Healing stalls here if you don't understand this phase. Now, this is how you fully break the bond at this stage. You stop interpreting silence as meaning. No more decoding. No more theories. No more narratives. You ground back into your body, not the story. Remember, I said regulate yourself. Remember, you got to regulate yourself when you're dealing with us. You got to regulate your nervous system because we trying to hijack yours. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth most people don't want to hear. See, sometimes the narcissist doesn't come back because you outgrew the role they needed you to play, okay? Sometimes the narcissists don't come back because you outgrew the role they needed you to play. And that is not rejection. That is evolution, okay? If they never came back, it doesn't mean you weren't important. It means you were no longer controllable. And controllability is the currency, okay? Now y'all ready? We about to be on the last chapter. My phone on 11%. I'm about to get y'all ready for chapter 10, y'all. I'm about to lock in. Put a Christmas tree if y'all ready. So I want y'all to get through this lesson. This is a long one. I ain't gonna cap. This is a long one. This is a masterclass, boy. I know y'all learned a lot of this shit. Man, ready? Let's get it. This is chapter 10, y'all. Why you feel stronger now, but still can't let go, y'all. This the nervous system trap that nobody explains, okay? I'm going to say that again. Why you feel stronger now, but can't let go. The nervous system trap that nobody explains. See, this chapter is not about emotions. It's straight about biology. It's a biology. Most people think healing is mental. It's not. Healing is nervous system reprogramming, y'all. Nervous system reprogramming. That's what healing is. And I'm about to tell you why feeling better is not the same as being free. Y'all hear me? Listen. Why feeling better is not the same as being free. Okay? A lot of you say, I'm stronger now. I don't cry anymore. I don't chase. That's real. But strength does not automatically mean detachment. Because trauma bonds don't live in thoughts. They live in your fucking body, y'all. They live in your body. You feel me? I'm going to tell you why your body still reacts even when your mind is gone. Here's what people don't know. During a bond, we train your nervous system to associate us with relief, associate us with intensity, associate it with regulation, and associate us with survival. So even when your logic is clear, your body still expects the pattern. You get what I'm saying? That's why random moments hit you at night when you're calm, when you're finally safe. Your body goes, something is missing, okay? I'm going to tell you why calm can feel uncomfortable after chaos. See, calm became familiar. No. I'm going to say it again. I want to get the words right, okay? It says, why calm can feel uncomfortable after chaos. It says, chaos became familiar, y'all. Calm feels unfamiliar. Not because calm is bad, but because your nervous system learned to function under stress. So peace can feel empty, boring, and flat. That's not love missing, though. That's withdrawal, okay? That's why it feels boring at first when you leave us. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to tell you why you still think about us during quiet moments. This is why you still think about narcissists during quiet moments. When life slows down, your nervous system has space to surface stored memory. You heard? When life slows down, your nervous system has space to surface stored memory. Not memory as thoughts, memory as sensations. A tight chest, heavy stomach, restlessness, scanning. That's your body looking for regulation it once outsourced to us. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you why strength without safety keeps the bond alive, okay? You can be emotionally strong, okay? This the hard truth. You can be emotionally strong and still neurologically attached. Cause strength says this, I won't go back. Safety says, I don't need to. Until safety is restored, the bond lingers, okay? I want to say that again for y'all so you can understand what I just said. Okay? Like I said, y'all. This is why strength without safety keeps the bond alive, okay? Here's the truth. You can be emotionally strong and still neurologically attached. Because strength says this, I won't go back. Safety says, I don't need to, okay? Until safety is restored, the bond lingers. Now I'm about to tell y'all why time alone doesn't heal the stage. People wait months, years, but time doesn't heal nervous system conditioning, y'all. New experiences do. Consistency, predictability, and body calm. Without that, time just makes you functional, not free, okay? You just functional, not free, okay? Can y'all hear me? Nadia can't hear me. Can y'all all hear me? The fuck? Chat, could y'all hear me? Nadia, they all can hear me, sis. Why you can't hear me? Now look, it's like I said, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, I gotta do new experiences, y'all. Consistency, predictability, and body calm. Without that, time just makes functional. Time just makes you functional, okay? Not free. Alright? Now I'm gonna tell you why you miss the feeling, not the person now. Cause I told y'all it's the feeling that you miss when you're in a trauma bond, y'all. You don't miss the person, you miss the feeling. Okay? This part is crucial, y'all. It's critical. You don't miss us, you miss intensity, you miss adrenaline, you miss emotional focus, you miss meaning. We become the symbol of feeling alive. I'm telling you the psychology, we become that symbol for you of feeling alive. Your drug. Not because we special though. It's because we activated your system. I activated your system, baby. Now I'm about to tell you why your body confuses love. No, it confuses attachment with love. Why your body confuses attachment with love, y'all. Okay? Attachment says, I need this to feel okay. Love says, I choose this from stability. Trauma bonds blur the two. That's why letting go feels like danger even when logic says right. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Why your body confuses attachment with love. Attachment says, I need this to feel okay. Love says, I choose this from stability. Trauma bonds blur the two. That's why letting go feels like danger even when logic says it's right. Now I'm about to tell y'all why your nervous system is still scanning. After prolonged manipulation, your system stays alert. Scanning for threat, return, scanning for explanation, scanning for closure. That's not obsession, okay? That is survival programming, y'all. I'm about to tell y'all why closure does not calm the body. People chase answers, y'all, but answers are cognitive. Your body doesn't respond to explanations. It responds to safety. I'm going to keep telling y'all. That's why closure rarely brings peace. Even if you get closure from him, you're still not going to have peace. The peace that you think you need. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is why you feel drawn to similar dynamics again, y'all. Until regulation is restored, like I'm telling y'all why you feel drawn to similar dynamics again, other narcissist stuff. Until regulation is restored, your system will seek familiar stimulation. Not because you want pain, it's but because familiarity feels safe than the unknown. This is how cycles repeat, y'all. And I'm about to tell you what actually breaks this phase is not inside alone, okay? But you got to ground it. It's grounding. Routine, slow trust, emotional neutrality, and body-based regulation. Safety over intensity, okay? I'm going to tell you why this stage is where real power returns. See, once your nervous system no longer reacts, your mind stops revisiting. Your heart stops waiting, and the bond dissolves quietly. No ceremony, no closure talk, just absence of pull. Okay? You're not weak for feeling something. Your body hasn't caught up to your mind yet. Okay? Now, I'm about to tell you, this is the moment you know you're free. It's not when you stop thinking about us. It's when your body doesn't react if you do. Okay? The moment you know you're free, it's not when you stop thinking about us. It's when your body doesn't react if you react. If you do. No charge, no spike, no drop. Just neutral. Okay? The bond doesn't end when you understand it, okay? It ends when your nervous system no longer needs it. That's when silence finally feels like peace, okay? I hope y'all got that. Damn, I think we got more chapters, yo. I think I got 13 chapters. What the fuck? I thought it was 10. Y'all ready for this next chapter? 11? Put a Christmas tree. There's more to this. Hey, my finally rich, I never want to hear about school again. Howard know me now, but girl, I'm still your favorite hood again. Alright. Chapter 11. Because my phone's about to die. I've been on live for almost how long? That's why I'm trying to get through this quick, y'all. I'm not ignoring y'all. I will be staying here. It's 2 hours and 54 minutes. Alright, my phone's about to die. I gotta get through this shit before I need y'all to hear this. I will usually take questions, but I can't right now. I was taking questions after every chapter. I might take one more questions after I get through these. But let's do it. This is why longing turns into disgust and why the shift is permanent. Okay? This chapter explains a moment people don't expect. One day you wake up and something is different. Like you're not crying. You're not missing them. You know what I'm saying? You're not hoping. You feel repelled, okay? And that confuses people because they think, if I ever loved them, how can I feel this now? And this chapter to answer that, okay? I'm about to tell you why disgust is not hate, okay? This is why disgust is not hate. Hate still have energy. Hate still cares. Disgust is different. Disgust is the nervous system saying, do not ingest this again, okay? It's biological, not emotional, okay, y'all? And I'm about to tell you why this shift happens suddenly from the outside. It looks instant, okay? But internally, this shift has been building quietly. Every time you stay calm, you feel me? Every time you didn't react. Every time you chose yourself. Every time your body regulated, your system was collecting data. One day it finishes processing and then the switch flips. When you start romanticizing the past, before your mind it edited reality. You remember intensity, not inconsistency. Connection, not control. Now your mind integrates the full picture. The manipulation stops being abstract. It becomes felt truth. And once truth is felt, it can be unfelt, okay? Now I'm going to tell you why that voice loses power now, okay? See, at this stage, even their voice changes, y'all. What once felt grounded, now feels irritated. What once felt familiar, now feels intrusive. That isn't bitterness. This is your nervous system rejecting the threat, okay? And I'm about to tell you why you start seeing them. Y'all can hear me? Why you start seeing them as small. This part scares people, okay? This part scares people. I ain't gonna lie. TikTok, could y'all hear me? My mic. Okay. Alright, and I'm gonna tell you why you start seeing them as small. This part scares people, okay? Listen. They say I don't recognize who they are anymore. That's because the illusion collapsed. Y'all be saying, I don't recognize who they are anymore. Like, that's because the illusion collapsed. We didn't grow smaller. You just grew clearer, you hear me? You just grew clearer. And clarity removes mystique. Now I'm about to tell you why you no longer want closure, y'all. This is key. You stop wanting explicit explanations from us, right? Get to this point. You stop wanting explanations because explanations imply relevance. And at this stage, relevance is gone. You don't need to understand poison to stop drinking it. You don't need to understand poison to stop drinking this motherfucker. No cap. Listen, y'all. Why did tactics stop working here? Okay, y'all, look. Okay. This is the phase where Hoover falls flat. Apologies feel empty. Guilt doesn't land and pity doesn't hook because your system no longer associates them with regulation. They lost access. Trey, what's good, King? Why some of us, I'm about to tell y'all why some of us feel this shift before you do, okay? Here's something people never hear, y'all. Sometimes we feel this shift before you do. We sense the detachment, y'all. We sense the neutrality, the absence of emotional availability. And that's when the desperation increases. Because we know once digest sets in, there is no return, bruh. I knew that with all my supply. Listen, I'm about to tell y'all why disgust is protective, though, not cruel. Because y'all be disgusted. Alright? It's not cruel, though. People feel guilty. Y'all feel guilty for this phase. Okay? They think I'm being cold. No. You're not being cold. You're fully congruent, okay? Listen. It says, discuss exit to prevent re-entry. It's protection, not punishment, okay? Discuss exits to prevent a re-entry. It says, it's protection, y'all. Not punishment, bro. On my mama. Alright, now look. I'm about to tell y'all why this phase ends trauma bonding. Trauma bond requires lodging. Disgust kills lodging. Once this happened, the bond is neurological over. Okay, it's neurologically over. Even if memories surface, they carry no charge. Now I'm about to tell y'all why you start rewriting your identity. After this shift, people change, y'all. They speak differently, okay? They speak differently. They move differently. They choose differently. Because their identity is no longer formed around survival. It's formed around self-trust. That's why you start rewriting your identity. Because at this shift, people change. They speak differently. They move differently. They choose differently. Because their identity is no longer formed around survival mode. Being with a fucking demon. You know what I'm saying? It's now it's formed around self-trust. You feel me? Why this is the point of the no return, okay? You can revisit memories, but not desire. You can recall lessons, but not attachment. The door doesn't just close, it dissolves, okay? I'm about to tell you why you don't announce the stage. People don't post about this phase. They don't explain it because it's quiet, it's private, it's final. Listen, y'all, when your nervous system finishes processing the truth, love doesn't turn into hate. It turns into clarity. And clarity feels like disgust. Okay? If you feel repelled instead of pulled, you are not broken. You are finished. And guess what? Finish is freedom. Okay? Y'all got that? Y'all got that? Put a Christmas tree. Y'all learned something. We're about to go to the next chapter. Chapter 12. Chapter 3, y'all. We got 100K. We ain't hit 100K yet. We should have hit it. I've been on live almost 2 hours. Niggas ain't hit 100K. I don't think y'all like these long ass master classes. Y'all be tapping the screen in though, bro. We should have at least 100K cooking that. At least we ain't get blocked though. Shit. Y'all gotta keep tapping the screen so they won't block us. Yeah. If you working, that's okay. You don't count. I appreciate y'all for the ones that's trying to tap it. Like, even if you trying. You feel me? Now, this is chapter 12, y'all. Why we spiral when we sense you're done. And the final tactics we use to pull you back. Y'all ready for this? You say you can help? Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody helping us to get the 100K, y'all. Tap the screen, repost, and share it. Working the tab, and I'll see y'all. All right, y'all. I want to get my shit on 5%. All right. This is chapter 12. While we spiral when we sense you're done. And the final tactic we use to pull you back, okay? You feel me? Y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? We're about to get into this. Let me make sure I got the right chapter. What chapter we on? What chapter we on again, y'all? What the fuck? 12? Alright, bet. Appreciate that. That's y'all be helping, nigga. Y'all know I ain't got time for this shit, bro. Sometimes y'all make shit easy for a nigga. 12, 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Alright, hold on, y'all. It says 14 chapters we got? What the fuck? Oh, yeah, 14 is the bonus chapter. Alright, we gotta get through this shit. Alright, y'all. I want y'all to hear this. Ah, fuck. YouTube. I'm gonna turn the brightness down. I don't want that phone to down. Alright, this is chapter 12. I got it. Listen, y'all. This is while we spiral when we sense you're done, and the final tactics we use to pull you back, okay? Not when you listen. This chapter explains the most dangerous moment in the entire cycle, okay? See, not when you're bonded, not when you're crying, not when you're chasing, but when you're quiet, okay? I said not when you're bonded, not when you're crying, not when you're chasing, but when you're quiet. See, I'm going to tell you why we can feel that shit before you say it. We can feel it. We can feel that shit before you say anything, okay? See, detachment has a frequency, y'all. Your tone changes. Your response time changes. Your emotional ability disappears. We don't need confirmation. We feel the loss of access. And access is power, okay? I'm about to tell y'all why indifference is more threatening than anger. Indifference is more threatening than anger. Anger still proves relevance. Indifference removes us from the center. That triggers narcissistic injury. Not sadness, y'all, injury. And I'm about to tell you why this phase activates panic, not confidence. See? Listen. Contrary to popular belief, this is not when we feel strong. This is when the internal narrative collapses. We start asking ourselves, why did I lose? What did I lose? Why didn't this work? Why didn't they break? That uncertainty creates panic. Now I'm about to tell you the 3 internal fears that drive them spiral. Okay, these are 3 internal fears that drive them spiral. See, at this stage, we are reacting to 3 fears. Loss of control, loss of identity, and loss of the narrative. You are no longer playing your role. And that destabilizes the entire system. You know that? Now look, let me tell you, the last Hoover is never about love. It's not about love. This is critical, y'all, okay? Critical. Okay, look. See, the final attempt is not about missing you. It's about restoring dominance. That's why it feels different, urgent, chaotic, out of character. Because it is. Okay? The I've changed performance, y'all. This is the most common attack, the I've changed performance. Okay? Sudden insight. Spiritual language. The therapy talk. The vulnerability. But notice the timing, y'all. Change appears only when you detach. Not when you heard it, right? Don't forget that. Okay? I'm about to tell you why apologies feel more convincing now. See, people fall here because the apology finally sounds real. That's because fear sharpens performance. But remorse without consistent behavior is still manipulation. Remorse without consistent behavior is still manipulation. I'm about to tell you the emergency intimacy trap. This is where we escalate fast. Love decorations, the future talks, sexual intensity, spiritual language. The goal is to override your nervous system before logic returns, okay? That's the goal, manipulation. And I'm about to tell you why we suddenly respect boundaries we ignored before now. Now we suddenly respect boundaries that we ignored before. Another illusion. We didn't learn respect. We learned urgency. Boundaries are only acknowledged when they threaten access, okay? Boundaries are only acknowledged when they threaten access. Now I'm about to tell another one is the victim flip. When control fails, we flip roles. Now we're the wounded one, the misunderstood one, the abandonment one. This is designed to trigger your empathy, okay? You feel me? Now I'm about to tell you why third parties get involved, okay? Parents, like the parents, the friends, the kids, the therapists. See, this is triangulation. This triangulation adds pressure. It forces you into a moral dilemma instead of clarity. It forces you to a moral dilemma instead of clarity, okay? Now I'm about to tell y'all why some of us become dangerous here, y'all. Because this part is serious. Loss of control plus shame plus entitlement can escalate to stalking, harassment, smear campaigns, threats. Not all narcissists do this, but those who do it shows here. The malignant gonna show it. The malignant, they do it. They're malignant narcissists, the most physically dangerous narcissists. Okay? I'm about to tell you why this phase is not the most important to hold firm, okay? If you hold your ground here, the bond breaks permanently. If you cave here, the cycle resets stronger. This is the final test, okay? I'm about to tell you why silence is the only language that works now, okay? See, explaining invites debate. Debates invite control. Silence removes the game board, okay? I said this is why silence is the only language that works. Explaining invites debate. Debate invites control. And silence removes the game board. Now I'm about to tell you why we eventually withdraw when it doesn't work, okay? Once the tactic fails, something happens. We feel exposed, and exposure is intolerable. So we retreat. You know what I'm saying? Quietly. Why you may feel guilty after the stage, see, because empathy returns once danger passes. Okay? This is why you may feel guilty after the stage. Okay? Because empathy returns once danger passes. But guilt does not mean you did wrong, okay? Guilt does not mean you did wrong. Okay? It means you are human. Listen, y'all. When a narcissist senses they lost you emotionally, they don't chase love. They chase control one last time. Okay? If you made it in this stage and didn't fold, y'all, you didn't just survive the bond. You ended it, okay? And once this phase passes, there's no return to the old dynamic, okay? Only distance, okay? Now we about to get in chapter 13, y'all. Last chapter, then it's the bonus chapter. My phone on 2%. I need y'all to get this. Y'all ready? Put a Christmas tree. This is why you never go back to who you were you were after this. Why you never go back to who you were, okay? Identity. This is called identity reconstruction after trauma bonds, okay? Identity reconstruction after trauma bonds, y'all, okay? This chapter explains the quiet ending most people don't talk about. There is no celebration here. There's no announcement, no revenge glow-up moment. This is a death and a rebuild, okay? Why trauma bonds don't end with relief, y'all? People think freedom feels light. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it feels deeply because the identity you carried during the bond is gone. And the new one hasn't fully formed yet. You know what I'm saying? That in-between space feels unfamiliar. And I'm about to tell you why you feel different around people now. After trauma bonding, you're going to understand. After trauma bonding, your nervous system recalibrates. You notice things you used to ignore. You feel energy shifts faster. Okay? You lose tolerance for emotional chaos. See, that isn't arrogance. It's discernment. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all. I'm about to tell you why you can't pretend anymore now. You can't pretend anymore. Before, you could overlook red flags. You could rationalize. You could explain away discomfort. Now your body speaks first. And once your body leads, pretending feels impossible. Once your body leads, pretending feels impossible. Now I'm about to tell you why your standards change overnight. Your standards don't rise because of confidence. They rise because you survive instability. You don't seek excitement anymore. You seek predictability. Safety becomes attractive. You get what I'm saying? Consistency becomes sexy. Now I'm about to tell you why some people fall away naturally, okay? As your identity stabilizes, some people disappear. Not because you push them away, but because the version of you they access is gone. They no longer know how to relate to you. And that's okay. Now I'm about to tell you why you become quieter but stronger now. Post-bond identity is not loud. It's called post-bond identity. Write that word down. It's a lot knowledge I got for y'all, bro, because y'all don't know what we do. Post-bond identity is not loud. It's grounded. You speak less. You explain less. You defend less. Because clarity doesn't need performance, okay? And I'm about to tell you why you stop needing a validation. This is a major shift. You no longer need reassurance now. You no longer need confirmation. You no longer need emotional mirroring. Because self-trust returns now. The self-trust returns. And self-trust is the opposite of trauma bonding. Self-trust is the opposite of trauma bonding, okay? I'm about to tell you why love feels slow after this, okay? See, fast intensity now feels suspicious. You don't confuse adrenaline with consistency anymore. You let things build slowly. That scares people who rely on speed to control, okay? And I'm about to tell you now why you become harder to manipulate. Manipulation relies on urgency. You no longer rush. It relies on guilt. You no longer over empathize. It relies on confusion. You no longer doubt your perception. Now this is why this phase where you finally forgive yourself, not them, yourself. Okay? You forgive yourself for staying, for trying, for hoping, for loving deeply. That forgiveness dissolves shame, and shame is what keep the bond alive. That shame is what kept the bond alive. I'm about to tell you why you don't want the old version back. See, people ask, do you miss who you were before? No, because that version survived by tolerating less than they deserve. That version, this version right here, chooses. Okay? Why you attract different energy now, y'all? You stop attracting people who need saving. You attract people who are regulated. Or you attract nothing at all for a while. That pause is not punishment, it's integration, okay? I'm about to tell y'all why peace can feel boring at first. Peace doesn't spike dopamine, it stabilizes it. Your system needs time to learn this new rhythm. Don't mistake calm for emptiness, okay? This is why you never fully forget, but you're no longer attached. See, memory remains. Charge disappears. That's the difference. You remember without relieving. No, you remember without reliving. And you recall without craving. You remember without reliving. And you recall without craving. Now, this is why this is the real winning. Winning is not them resetting your worth. Winning is no longer needing them to. It's no longer needing to. You feel me? That's freedom. Okay? You didn't lose yourself. You outgrew a version that survived chaos, and you emerge as someone who recognized peace. That's not we. That's evolution. Hey YouTube, come to TikTok. My phone on 1%, and my phone on my TikTok phone on 11%. I'm about to give y'all a bonus chapter. Middle chose on 125. Everybody on YouTube, come to my TikTok if y'all want the bonus chapter. If not, I'll see y'all later. I love y'all. I hope this lesson hurt y'all, but I got in a live so they can update it on YouTube.